Hello, everyone. We're back. It's Stir Friday Night playing Monster of the Week. So good to see you all. Oh, it's been too long. It's been a week since you saw our faces, but 2 weeks since we played the game, so it's been far too long. Let's go around, just say quick introductions. Well, not so quick, because I forgot. I wrote out a question this week. I would love to know, as we go around the room, who you are, who you're playing, your pronouns, and if you put out a brand of beer, wine, soda, or other beverage, what would you call it, and how would you make it stand out? And because this one, I feel a little rough asking you guys to go off the dome, I'll go first. Hi, my name's Masood. I'll be the GM this evening. My pronouns are he, him, but I'll be using an assortment of them for all the NPCs and characters our team are going to be interacting with on the spooky, scary things that happen in the shadow of Chicago. And if I was to put out a specialty beverage, I've been thinking about it. It's the thing that I honestly order when I go out. It's a whiskey lemonade. I really enjoy it, and I think right now Mike's Hard has a monopoly on the genre, and I'd really like to come in there and sort of knock them off. I think I would do it in a way that I would put the barrels, I would make the wood from lemon trees, so that make the whiskey that comes out of them end up being really ready to be infused with some of that lemonade flavor. And then in terms of names, so if it's Mike's Hard Lemonade, I think it's I'm still struggling on the name. I'm trying to think of the right thing. I don't know if I want to put my. No, I don't want to go with Masood's Hard Lemonade. That feels a little. That's the easiest. I don't know. Well, here it used to be called Maroon Boy's Lemonade. It used to be called Hemingway's Lemonade. And then that's the pretentious thing I was told in college, and which is why I drink this drink that I like. Mainly because it's also you can't even taste the whiskey because the lemonade is so good. But. Yeah, you know what I'd call it? I'd call it the mustached mix. Really, really. Don't do that. You know how bad that guy was? Please don't say that. Oh, if it's spiked lemonade? Yeah. I think that's fun. I think that's a good idea. All right. Well, I started off. You guys got a vibe for my thing. You roasted me appropriately, so be fair warned. Let's move right along. Let's go. Keeping it up with tradition. Shu, kick us off. Tell us about yourself, your character, your pronouns, and what your specialty beverage would be. Oh, that's weird. It says that you guys are outputting. Let me see. Thank you.
Should I tell my lemonade Hemingway joke again?
I think they can hear you now, maybe. You want to roast me again?
Oh,
all the
no.
bits? Okay.
Yeah,
This
let's
is
that was a good
roast.
roast. That was a good roast.
Thank you.
We'll save it for later.
How long did I let myself just talk for about right now? It's just for 7 minutes. That's good. That's really, really strong. Great to start off the show. I was about to say, you know what I didn't say off the bat? No technical difficulties. And I think it's because in my heart, I knew. I was like, I'm not going to jinx it. But when I do say it, I don't jinx us. That's the lesson. Hey guys, I'm sorry about that, but this is Monster of the Week. You heard enough about me. You heard about my specialty drink. These folks don't like my name. They don't appreciate it. Well, I'll just throw it to you guys. What's your opinion on the mustache mix?
Oh yeah, we don't like that name.
No, it's
The
terrible.
old man and the lemonade seed.
The old man and the lemonade seed. They did have a good name for me though. They said I should go with Masood's Hard Lemonade. I don't know if you guys heard that one.
That's what Mr. Masood's Hard Lemonade.
Mr. Masood. Oh,
yeah, you got it's proper there. Yeah,
that's too close to Mr.
Lemonade
Magoo.
is hard.
Yeah.
Hemingway.
There it is. I like that. That's good. Shu, tell us about yourself, your character, your pronouns, and what your beverage would be.
All right. Hi everyone. I'm still Shu. This is still Coraline, my dog that wants to be a fan of everything and involved in everything. My pronouns are she, hers, just like my character, Beryl. Beryl is about 150 years old, and she works for the agency, which is the premier and possibly only monster hunting agency in the world. There's been some recent flux in there, but she was on a great path. You know, she was on the track to middle management, exactly what she wanted. She created an internship system and then was demoted. So now she only is part of the internship system. And she's, currently trying to, how does one say, lead in the softest sense of the word this ragtag team of monster hunters. She likes gambling, hates most historical figures that are men.
That's fair.
Trying to think of what else. I figured out. Her power, she doesn't have any particular magical power. She is just the professional. And her abilities come more from her ability to stay cool during all things. And every now and then she gets a good roll. What else? Okay. So I have given this a lot of thought. If I was to enter the alcoholic market, now the beer market is completely oversaturated and has been for the last 20 years. Once, big beer kind of took its foot off of all of the craft brews and things like that. So I think hard liquor would be the way to go to maximize the money. Now, there's a lot of whiskey brands in America. There's a lot of things like that. It's very hard to get oak barrels. There's just a lot of things in there. So I think the easiest way to do it would be Applejack, some kind of apple-based alcoholic beverage. It is healthier, which is another consumer trend. It is kind of easier to brew. You could do like a home-based system. Just need to be kind of cold enough just to get the ice. Only downside is if you don't do it right, it blows up in your face. But whatever, small things, right? It's distillation. That's just part of the problem.
So are you thinking of like a cider, more or less, like sort of breaking into that cider game?
Sort of, but
Yeah.
like a even more alcoholic cider.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think that would be a good way because that's like an untapped market that I think I could actually, do a little bit of damage in.
That's how you
I haven't,
differentiate it.
yeah, of course.
Uh-huh.
I haven't given it a ton of thought, but if I had to choose, it'd be something like shoebox or something like that, like something with the word
Shoebox.
shoe in it.
Yeah. I like that.
But
Oh.
I think
yeah,
that's
like
fun. I'm gonna go grab like a 12 pack of shoe boxes. Do you guys want any?
exactly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Rolls off the
Absolutely not.
tongue. Absolutely.
You, as a
One of those
sneakerhead?
situations, like the flavors would be like sizes, and then when you ordered a size, they would go in the back and come out and be like, "I don't have a 7.5, but I do have a 9."
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
want
that's
a
fun. I
9?
like that.
I guess I'm okay with a 9. It's like bowling.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun.
I got a European 11. And you're like, whoa, that's like
That's
different
a
flavors,
limited
different
edition.
countries.
Actually, but that is fun. That's like a
Yeah.
limited, like you could customize it for like different like trees or like different apples from different places.
Exactly. A lot of heirloom
Fuji
apples.
apples would be so good with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think there's just a lot of space in there, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I love ciders
Yeah.
at all. Back to you.
Well, I mean, that's a great answer. Let's move right along to Harrison. You had a lot of thoughts. Tell us about who you are, your character, your pronouns, along with your ID.
Hi everybody. I'm Harrison Happen. He, him, his. I'm playing Glizzy Marshall. Also pronouns he, him, his. Glizzy is one of the interns of the agency, but when he is not being a intern, he is a wrestling coach at the local high school, as well as the history teacher. His favorite time period in history is the ancient Mesopotamia era, and Glizzy just loves wrestling, loves history, and is really excited. Oh, Glizzy is a monster, is part of the monsters class, so Glizzy is also a werebear too. And from last episode, Glizzy now can fly with his little tail. That's right, Ben. Glizzy could fly now. That's what you missed. Yep, because you weren't here to stop it. You weren't here to stop it.
What? No way, dude. My character.
It's like a
It's
leap,
8. I leveled up.
right? It's like a
you,
leap.
you leveled up and you took the
I
ability to
leveled up.
fly, and I am, if not a benevolent yes and improviser. I will tell you that. You wanted your bear
I
to
won't
fly, and I
abuse it.
said okay.
I won't abuse it. I won't
Yeah.
abuse it all.
I know.
Anyway, so
I hope you do, because you might need it.
you're just gonna punish me.
No.
so-
It's like,
Well,
the
yeah,
game
that's-
gets harder as you play, guys. Come on.
That's right. Well, if I were to create an alcohol, like out of any alcohol, it would be I love White Claw. I love putting alcohol inside of White
Harrison,
Claw.
I think
So I was thinking,
Harrison, I think you're muted in the Google Meet. If you wanna,
the Google Meet.
yeah.
Let's see. Maybe now I'm not anymore.
No, you're not, and I think they can get your captions.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
Mhm.
If I were going to make an alcohol, I love White Claw. I
Yeah.
love hard liquor. So I think I'd make just a combination of seltzer and liquor, maybe Rumplemints. I just started
Ooh.
drinking that, and it is delicious, and it knocks you out. So my alcohol would be called What Happened.
What happened?
No.
I like that. That's pretty good.
What
That's
happened?
pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like you might deal with some trouble from legal and perspective of like you can't named you can't named it. You're gonna cite it in a lot of cases, but I don't know. You get a whole like a Little Nas like shoe situation where it'll sell out because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think we should go to partnership. You have a great mind strategy mind. Joe. Take me with you.
Thank you. I have a
Yeah.
cousin who has an
Yeah.
MBA, so we got this.
Yeah, exactly. And one time, my partner and I got drunk, and we made a small business plan that could possibly happen for this. So you know what? Anytime.
Yeah. Moving right along, Ben. Tell us about yourself, your character, and your beverage idea. I feel like you might have thought about this yourself.
Okay, I don't know what that implication is, but I'm happy to be here, everybody. Old Benny C here. I play a character named Jeff Choi, who is an IT consultant who has been roped into the world of shadowy monsters and crazy magic. He doesn't have any powers except guts. His pronouns are he, him, his, and so are mine. If I had a booze, it would be a picture of me on the label. Says BC. That says Benny Coolers, and it's wine coolers.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah, Ben. What are your wine coolers?
That's right.
Are they just red? Are they white? Are they rosé?
They're just red.
They're just red. Cool red wine.
I half expected you to give a side answer of you would make vape pens.
Yeah, I would make vape pens called BC.
That's a beverage.
Benny's
Vape.
B cigarettes. That's good.
Wow.
They're not A cigarettes. They're B cigarettes.
Yeah.
It has like a little slot for your jewel, so when you're drinking, you can pop
That'd
in
be
there.
cool. That's you're onto
Yeah.
something there.
There
Maybe
it
I'll-
is. There it is.
I don't need the booze brand. I got the little jewel holder on your
There
drink.
it is. Okay, we'll figure out how you appeal it to the teens soon. Moving right along, Usra up next. Let's tell us about you, your character, your pronouns, and what would be your beverage of choice.
Hi, everybody. My name is Esra. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I play the character of Yasmin, who is a 17-year-old angsty, angry teenager who has magical powers, but does she have control over them? Not really, actually. Not really. Okay, I honestly don't have a name for mine, so I need the think tank to help me. But once upon a time in Texas, I went to a jazz fest, and I had the best. It was jalapeno lemonade,
Ooh.
and it was like refreshing at the beginning and then fire at the end. So you like kept drinking because you wanted the refreshment because of the fire.
Mhm.
But I want to add alcohol to it. Probably vodka. So, what would I name that?
Part of me is like, no, I feel like I don't want to suggest you had Fireball because like that's like heat, but that's not like not tasty. Yeah.
Mhm.
Firestarter,
Jalapeno
Ember,
business.
or
Ember.
Kindle, or something.
Probably vodka.
Ooh. Vodka,
There's
Spicy
a good pun
drink.
in here. Spicy drink.
Spicy drink.
spicy drink.
It takes a spicy
I like
drink.
it.
It takes a.
Hey, do you want a spicy drinks? Hey, do you want a spicy drink? Drink. Spicy drink.
Say, is that spicy drink?
Yeah.
I'll take one.
I'll take a spicy drink. It's a spicy drink. I think that's
Let's have
actually good.
it.
Spicy
All right,
drink.
everybody.
It's spicy drink. That's fun. Moving right along, Erica, tell us about yourself, your character, your pronouns, and what will your beverage be?
Okay, my name is Erica Geyser. I play Dolly. Our pronouns are she, her, hers. And you know what? Dolly is a member of the internship program because she is seeking revenge on the monsters that killed her parents. She is stuck in adolescence because that's when they died. She dresses like a doll, as you can see. And yeah, she's a fun time. She's not fun. She's always depressed. But yeah. Oh, I have one little correction for my last introduction, which I'm sure no one here remembers. But in the last show, I talked about we were talking about a scary show we had seen recently, or something that like kept us up at night. And I talked about a movie that I couldn't believe they had made, like a true crime thing, and they were using real footage from the killer.
No, this
And I realized later it was like a mockumentary, like the Blair Witch Project, where it's totally fake, but it tricked me. And anyway, I just wanted to clear that up, clear the air.
This is good.
Okay, so for my alcohol, I would make a tequila, just for like the aspect of having a like agave farm.
Ooh.
And like living there half the year, being like, yeah, this is good agave. And then and then as for the name, there's this one whiskey that I think is named such a stupid name. It's Buffalo Trace, which sounds like buffalo shit. So I think I would just call my alcohol buffalo shit.
That's pretty good.
Just get straight to the chase.
Buffalo Trace tastes like as well, so you're not wrong.
There it is.
Right. Yeah.
Would you make it from buffalo milk? Is there any aspect of buffalo that you would include?
I would maybe just like we would use it as fertilizer on the agave.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to change mine.
Okay.
Mine would be,
for your Benny coolers.
Yeah, from Benny Coolers. It'll be I would change it to fermented horse milk.
Ooh, that is an untapped market.
Nobody's selling that.
No. And you know where I think you'd go big in the international market, particularly Mongolia. I think honestly.
No, they have plenty of it there. That's why I don't need to be selling.
Oh, okay.
I gotta be selling it everywhere else.
Yeah, I see. You don't want to make a ready-made product for people where they already want it.
They got it.
They got their own methods. Okay.
Well, same name, Benny Coolers.
Yeah, it's called Benny Coolers.
It's the Benny Coolers.
No, Benny Creamers. They're called Benny Creamers.
No, you're done. You're done. We're moving
Benny
on.
Cream.
All right, hey guys, we're Stir Friday Night. We're Chicago's oldest all-Asian improv and comedy troupe, and we're playing Monster of the Week, a game by Evil Hat Productions here on Roll20's channel. We're having a blast. We've been doing this now for like 7 previous episodes. We're on episode 8. If you want to get caught up on any of those, go on and check on our VOD over on YouTube. But for those who have been catching up, I'd love to do just a brief recap, a previously on. And so for that, I ask my wonderful cast who probably, I know, takes diligent notes and has a great memory of what happened 2 weeks ago. Tell me, what happened previously on Monster of the Week?
I think I remember this time, and
Okay.
I never remember.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we fell into, well, we went back in time to when Streeterville was first being created, and we were supposed to do a mission, but I really wanted to have a good day. So instead we all took turns getting really drunk at the tavern, and then we all got to do like a fun activity. And then Beryl and Yasmin decided to become roommates because Beryl needed a home. That's what I remember the most.
Yes.
Pretty good recaps. Yeah. Shoot.
Do I get a point?
Yeah, give yourself a luck point.
Okay.
To
She
expand on
sure
that,
needs it.
no comment on that one. To expand on that, though, Beryl was forced to take a vacation against her will due to Hezekiah, someone she used to work with, who is now her superior, and Beryl is feeling super okay about that one. His one might say aggressive move to make her take a vacation.
It seemed coming from a really friendly pace. It's just like, you've never had a vacation, right? That seemed really nice of him. Honestly, maybe if you think about it, it was like really nice of that guy.
It was the rudest thing he could have done to her. Honestly, she would have preferred he just attacked her. But he also banned her from the premises of the agency for a couple days, and unfortunately, Beryl lives in the agency. She lives in a very small room at the studio, and it contains everything she needs because all she needs is work.
Mm-hmm.
But now she's going to room with Yasmin. It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm. And then, what about give yourself a luck point? I would love to hear anyone else. The other major beats I'd like to add, if there's anything else, folks.
I would like to ask why we went back in time.
I can fill in that portion a little bit, especially because when we start, we'll start a little bit from Jeff's point of view. But yeah,
I like the sound of that.
Okay.
I have a detail I'd like to add.
Yeah.
Same here.
Dolly has a bit of a romance going on with a ventriloquist who was performing, and she met in the green room, and Dolly looks like a doll, so she was just having a lot of fun, real drunk, going, "Hey, you
sick.
talk," and then going.
Do you remember his name?
Dolly does. I don't.
Does Dolly? I don't even know. I honestly, I'm asking, did we name this character? That's the thing. I don't know if we named the ventriloquist other than calling him the ventriloquist. Think about it. If someone wants to, in the background, go scrub the last previous VOD and find out and tell me.
And once again, why did we go back in time?
You'll get there.
Wait, I have a detail before we get to that.
Yeah,
I have a
Gliz,
detail
hit
of
me
that.
with
So
Harrison.
yeah,
Hit me.
so I was just trying out my new flying powers and
Yeah.
got sucked back in time. So I flew back, and then I lost my ability to turn into a werebear. I lost my ability to transform. For some reason, I'm not sure yet why. And some of the fun that I had back in time was getting drunk, like everybody said, but getting into one of those old timely boxing matches. And if it wasn't for the help of Beryl, I would have gotten my bear butt.
That's right.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'm
That's
a
right.
wrestler. I'm not a boxer. I'm a
No.
wrestler.
You're a
So-
grappler.
I was trying to, get you hyped up, threw a little bit of whiskey in your face, was like, you got this, and then
did a cheap shot.
did a cheap shot, and you know what? You won. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she had money
Yeah.
on you, and that's also what matters.
Also, cheap shots in bar fights are 100% allowed.
Yeah. It's back in the 20s. There's no rules back then.
It's actually back in the 1890s. That's
the
that's
1890s.
That's
I mean,
yeah,
1890s. Nothing.
That's before
no
rules were
rules.
invented.
exactly.
Yeah. But I do remember at the end.
Yeah.
There was this demon or something
Yeah.
that was like very good and jumped into the world with us. But we don't know where that person is yet.
Yes, and I think that's a good.
But- that he was also joined by the Mothman.
Mothman,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The Mothman, who seems to have played or created this or had a hand in creating this, because they were going to brunch at the signature room because that's what Hezekiah suggested for having fun and being off work or whatever. And all of a sudden, it just became Street of Real 1890s.
And I think that's a good place to sort of cut into Jeff. You got this text from Beryl asking, inviting you to brunch at the Signature Lounge in the John Hancock Center. So you're making your way downtown. What is it like for you? You're running just a little bit late compared to the rest of the group. They all carpooled in some capacity. Gliz said he had his own way of getting there, whatever that meant. Usually, his car's kind of fucked up because he was riding on a donut for a little bit. But yeah.
Well, if you remember from a few episodes ago, from our first episode, Jeff totaled his Prius,
Yes.
driving it into a metal statue of the Scarecrow, I think, from The Wizard of Oz, doing massive damage. Anyways, then later Jeff was trying to get a new car, a Dodge Obstacler, which is a sort of muscle car made by the Dodge Corporation.
The Dodge Corporation.
However, that car also he drove it into Montrose Harbor because there's a ghost in it.
Yeah.
So Jeff is without wheels at present. So he was using that app that's like tells you when the bus is coming. But except it was one of those where it's like, oh great, it's like you can see it on the map, it's coming, but then the bus just disappears and then you're stuck with the bus from over here away slow. So he's living through that.
You step off.
And then he took the bus downtown. That's what happened to Jeff.
You got taken the bus. You step out, and you're making your way as Lauren has put, making your way downtown, walking fast. As faces fly past, and as you're making your way,
He's walking to the beat of that song too.
Yeah, absolutely. He's having a blast. And we see pull out as you're walking the perspective shift of someone looking at you from above, and you don't really notice it, but as you walk, it suddenly gets very, very foggy. And we watch the person who had previously, at the end of last episode, this spirit who had chopped off the ledge, fly directly into the cloud of mist where you are walking in. And as you're walking through the mist and your vision gets blurry, you begin to get slightly bumped as you feel people moving around you and pushing you. As you open up in front, and suddenly you are in a time much different than you were. You see around you what is the best way to say a dump. This is a landfill that has been repurposed in its own capacity to be its own neighborhood. At the center of it sits a massive ship resting on a sandbar, beached, immovable. And as you're moving through this space, you're surrounded by a group of men who are all chattering, and you hear a little bit of them overhead. It's like, yeah, George promised me a lot of my own. He promised me the same thing too. We just need to build up these shacks. It's gonna be great. We'll get it done. And it's gonna be real fast. There won't be any trouble at all. And as they're shoving and moving you along, this like a crew of like 15 people, this mob, not so mob, but like just huddled mass of like all their work, you kind of just keep moving and pushing forward. What do you do?
Can I roll to investigate a mystery to see if Jeff can like realize that he's gone back in time?
Yes,
or
absolutely.
if he just like has no idea what's going on.
And with that, let me switch us to our gameplay so folks can see the rolls.
Yeah, absolutely. Are we there? Good.
Yeah, we're there. Make your roll.
It's
a mixed success. All right.
Okay.
On a mixed success, you get to, I believe, ask one. So what do you want to ask in this investigative mystery?
I don't want to ask. I really had the one question to ask, which is, do I realize I'm back in time?
Well, I mean, let's see how that can be interpreted. Let me pull up the game, and we'll look at your character sheet.
Oh, I actually can only ask these certain questions.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, what is the question that you want to ask, though? In general. And I'll answer it through the lens of one of these. Okay. Do you realize where you are? Is sort of like the question. Do you realize you're back in time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is sort of what is being concealed.
What is being concealed here? What happened here might be a combination of the two. And so with that, I think it's, you know what? Jeff Troy has been watching a lot of movies about time travel and about particularly some sort of fictions around, the Twilight Zone and some alternate dimension stuff. And he thinks in some capacity that fog was the gate. And as you look back to see if it's still there, it's gone. And behind you sits more of this landfill.
All right. Jeff kind of realizes that he's in a magical situation. He's getting a feel. He doesn't know anything about magic. He doesn't know anything about monsters, but he does know when he's in some kind of supernatural situation. Mm-hmm. And Jeff knows that like it's time to think fast on his feet. Mm-hmm. Monster Hunter style, Blade, Wesley Snipes mode. So I would like to
the alarm that goes off and it says Blade.
And he starts hearing that like techno music from the club where they're shooting blood out of the sprinklers. Anyways, I would like to act under pressure to blend in with these gentlemen.
Absolutely. I think, on this one, with your investigative mystery, no one has, you haven't raised suspicion. You're still moving with them, so I won't make you roll yet, but I will keep that in mind as things develop. And as you're walking forward, you eventually get to the dig site, or the build site, and you see it's sort of approaching the edge of the landfill. You start noticing sort of the shore where the more proper street exists, and you get to work. What does Jeff do as they're building these sort of structures on this place? It's made out of wood, recycled timber that they could get. Where does Jeff fill in?
So Jeff, and this was established early on. Mm-hmm. Jeff took improv classes at
The
OI.
pestilence. Oh, the
Yeah,
OI.
the pestilence and the OI.
pestilence, yeah.
Yeah, theaters, and he was on a team for a couple of years in his 20s. So he is full on going to use his improv training to try and act as if. So he's like
Okay.
trying to do as accurate of an accent as he can.
This is
and
going to
he's
be
like,
your act under pressure. Okay, this is exactly
and
it. Yeah.
he's like grabbing Flotsam and being like, "Say, gang, I've got some more Flotsam for the structure we're building. See?"
About 30 years ahead, but I like this. I like this energy. It's a 7. It's a big success. All right. What do you with your response for your big success? Tell me what you want to do. I'd say if you're trying to blend in, I think people look at you and they're like, "Okay, new guy's a little weird, but he's carrying his work, so I don't mind." And you're not making any friends, but people aren't like gonna turn down your labor. And as you're working on this, especially under the promise that like at the end of this, everyone's gonna get their own plot of land in Streeterville. And so as you're sort of working and doing this stuff, you see a paddy wagon pull up, and some police officers begin to hop out from the 1890s. They have their long black batons and their like tight-fitting belts around their neck with their like really star what's it called, badges that sit on their chest. And these gentlemen with their ridiculously long top caps for whatever reason, as they come forward, and you see a gentleman behind them in some fabulous fur coat with a tie and a fantastic three-piece suit, looks and says, "All right, boys, you all can stop now. I don't know what Mr. Streeter George promised you, but this is not his land. It is, in fact, my land. I'm Mr. Fairbanks, and he's illegally on this land, as you all know. So if you please stop, I won't have to send these men down to deal with you." And you see these other men keep working. They ignore Fairbanks. And as they keep working, he says, "All right, so be it." And the police officers begin moving forward. And as they go, they start ripping people off the site, and begins a little bit of a situation when suddenly around the corner steps forth a gentleman in some tattered clothes, still an air of confidence around him in his beraggled getup, as he says, "Now hold on now. Mr. Fairbanks, you know this isn't your land. This is Streeterville. Gentlemen, you have no jurisdiction here in the United States District of Lake Michigan. I please invite you to leave before things get ugly." And he,
Jeff elbows the worker next to him and says, "Say, get a ladle of this soup here."
Yes, thank you. Look, Fairbanks, let's not need to get ugly, all right? And it says, "Oh, this'll get ugly, George. Your ship has been stuck on my sandbar for over 3 years now, all right? You said, hey, I'm going to leave it here for a week, and then you just left it there." And George's like, "No, Mr. Fairbanks, you know, that is slander. I, as a naval captain, was rusting my ship dealing with the storm when suddenly it landed at here, and lo and behold, this undeveloped purchase of land became new opportunity for wonderful gentlemen around." Mr. Fairbanks looks and says, "This is worth $300,000, George. Get off my land." Jeff, how much is would Jeff know how much $300,000 is in our time?
He would know that it's a lot.
Yeah.
He also would know that, to take Streeter's side here.
Yeah. It's roughly around $8,803,978.
I agree, Erica.
Of land before development, right? Like, think about it, like, in terms of what this property is now in downtown Chicago, the average income of a home there is $500,000. Yeah. So this is big stakes, and Fairbanks knows that Chicago, as it's like growing and building, is going to become something big. And so you watch as these cops still move forward, and George pulls up his gun as they're ripping men off the crew and things are starting to get messy. It says, "I warned you boys, this is my land and I'll protect it." And Fairbanks says, "Yeah, hey, he wouldn't dare." And as they pull forward, you watch as Mr. Fairbanks shoots his shotgun. And birdshot emerges, spreading across, nailing many a police officer as they're moving forward, as they're and they knock forward. And Fairbanks says, "What? You madman! These are police! They have no jurisdiction here on my land. This is the United States District of Lake Michigan. This is Streeterville." And he's loading another bullet in there, and he grabs you by the collar, Jeff. "Look at this beraggled gentleman. Look at his clothes. So out of place, so wrong. He has no other place in your city, but here in Streeterville, this weirdo, this outcast, he fits at homes. He just needed a place to love him for his guts."
You said it, pal.
Yeah,
I'd say
I
listen to
did
the man
say
with
it.
the apple shooter.
Now get out of here! And you see the police who are peppered and away, and says, "Streeter, you'll be hearing from my lawyer, I swear. You will hang in court for this." And he runs off as the police dissipate. And all the other crew and gentlemen begin to cheer, go, "Streeter, Streeter, Streeter."
Yeah, Jeff's going, "Yeah, I haven't been that scared since that big fire we had."
Hey, bud. We don't talk about the fire. It was very tough. It's still a little raw.
I remember. I was there. I hated it.
All right.
I wish it had gone out, if you ask me.
Okay. And he looks down at you, and your clothes are been ruined from your labor and a little bit of blood from the scuffle that is happened. It says, "Come on now. I'll get you some proper clothes." And you begin to walk off with Mr. Streeter as he asks you, "Now, tell me your name."
Jack.
Jack. Well, welcome, Jack. As you begin to walk down the street. I'd like
Jeff is too modern of a name for the time. Has to be Jack.
Jack. Is that short for something?
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah,
is-
Jack Ripper. R-I-P-P-O-U-R.
Jack Repor. Wow. Must be French.
Yes, my folks are from France. That's right.
Oh, wait, you know someone you'll get along with is our bartender, Mr. Noel Davies. His family's from France, actually. It's all. You know what? I'll introduce you later along the tour. This is Streeterville. Welcome, and let me show you where a lot's going to be. It begins to take you along the path through the city. For our rest of our party, last we left off, you were seeing this vaudeville show take place as these different acts come up. And some of them were really good. There was an accordion bit that was spot on. There was some really funny puppet work that Erica, your character Dolly, loved. There was some okay sketch comedy. It wasn't great. But you know what? It's all right. It hasn't had a lot of time to develop and mature as an art form, but you appreciate where it was coming from. And as you sit around and gather, you suddenly feel a pull on the back of Dolly, on the back of your shirt, out. And you're pulled out of the tent, and you turn around to see who pulled you, and it's Sally from the American Girl Cafe. And she says, "Dolly, what are you doing here? Did you just get here?"
Sally, what are you doing here? I don't even have a reservation.
I've been here for like 3 weeks now. It's been a whole thing. Look, wait, are those your friends? Are they still in modern clothes? No. Okay, grab them now. Let's go to my shop. We'll get them fitted out, please. Before anything happens.
Okay, Sally, I'll get them.
And she waits for you as you get everybody. What do you say to everyone?
You guys, we got to get some disguises on.
Disguises for what?
Disguises.
We look just like regular, normal times people. We got to be in the back ages people.
I'm not going to
You
say
heard
I'll
more
take
me.
off my
clothes.
shirt.
What?
I'll take off my.
Please don't do that.
I was just
My shirt
explaining.
is actually from the 1890s, so
Okay, guys, my
I
friend
think
is trying to
I
help us
fit
out.
in.
My friend is trying to help us out. It'd be so embarrassing if I.
All right, I'm
if
taking off my shirt.
Nobody wants our help.
I'll go.
Oh.
I'll go. I want new clothes.
Okay. We all need new clothes.
All right, let's go shopping then.
Please put your shirt back on, please.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Coach G, this is inappropriate.
As you guys get
Yeah,
pulled
well,
out.
also drinking's inappropriate. 1890s, anything goes here. All right. I think
Okay.
we threw that out the window the second that you started drinking. Okay, I'm no longer Coach G
Alright.
anymore. Just G. Okay, just G.
No, you're
Call
not
me
just
Gliz.
Call you that.
We'll just call you
Okay.
Coach.
We'll
And
call you
Coach,
yeah.
fine. Call me Coach. That's fine. All right.
As you guys
We gotta
walk-
find Jeff. Where's Jeff? Have you guys seen Jeff?
Dude,
As
let's
you-
just go get into regular
Yeah,
clothes.
chill out about Jeff. He'll be
Come on,
fine.
Sally's pulling you guys aside and taking you across.
Mike,
And pulls you into a little shop in her store and says, "Okay, thank goodness you guys are all right." And you look at Sally; she's still wearing her American Girl doll cafe outfit. Apparently, like works, and she's been like.
Nice.
We kind of figure out how immediately she's been able to sort of slip in. But she tells you guys, okay, well, Dolly, assuming these folks can be trusted.
Wait, Dolly, who is this?
Yes.
Listen, this is my friend from the American Girl Cafe. She knows all about the agency.
What? You told her?
Oh, no.
She already
Dolly
knew.
didn't need to tell me. I figured it out a long, long time ago. See, things always happen, and someone always took care of it, and sometimes they don't always take care of it the right way. I'm telling you, that's why. She takes off her hat, and you see the tinfoil on the back. I've always known what was right and wrong in this scenario, and you all, oh boy, am I glad to see someone else. It's been tough being here. So 3 weeks ago, I was working. I was starting my Sunday shift, and suddenly, while I was taking out some of the old dolls, the ones that they didn't want to put on display, the ones that they want to sort of throw out and get rid of to increase value in the market, to make scarcity. It's all a racket. They control everything. Well, anyways, on my way to the dumpster, I was moving the bin, and suddenly this whole bunch of fog hit me, and I was here with my cart of clothes, and I knew this first, it might have been like a deep state sort of simulation that I got plugged into some capacity. So I just went along with it. You have to blend in. That's the number one rule when they're watching. You always have to blend in. So I sold the dolls to the puppeteer, and I was able to then take the clothes and sell them to some other people as kids wear. And then from the money I got there, I was able, like, Streeter gave me a lot, and I built the shop, and so I've been here. It's been 3 weeks now, and yeah.
Have you ever thought about joining a monster hunting agency? Because that's pretty clever.
Oh, I don't need an agency. I'm doing pretty fine on my own, thank you. But I'm glad
Freelance
to see
monster hunting. I know you think it's good now, but I'm telling you the benefits are gonna far outweigh anything you're making.
Listen, Beryl, she doesn't trust the agency, and maybe we shouldn't either.
Thank you.
You did make a good point.
I'm sorry. The agency is what allows us to be here and to have all these fun adventures and created the internship that you are part of. I will
The
have to mark this
agency
down.
sent
Didn't
you
they
to
Kicked
brunch
you
here.
out, and now
the-
you're living with me?
No. The agency didn't. Hezekiah, who works for the agency,
Beryl,
did.
the
It's different.
The last 2 times the agency has sent us on a training or for a brunch, terrible things have happened.
Yes, but that's just part of monster hunting. I mean, terrible things have been happening to me for 150 years. So,
And how
it's
long
just
have
life.
you been with the agency?
150 years.
Yes, I don't know. I stopped counting after a while.
Did this ever happen in your intern experience? Because you were an intern before you actually became the monster, a true professional monster hunter.
Well, actually, I began the internship program. You see, in the old days, there was no internship program. You just sort of try to find people to hopefully give you a mission, or you were kind of, you held the guns, or you held all the spells, or you were auxiliary. Still important, just different. So I thought, what if we had a more streamlined process and we were able to pull people through the agency, teach them what they needed to know, and that way they could have an easier time integrating into the agency. So I actually was the first intern technically.
Because you had a hard time integrating into the agency because it's hard. Because you're having a hard time.
No. I had a hard time integrating to the agency because I was very, very young. And gosh, what was I? 18, 19, 20, something like that?
We're going to die here.
No.
We're going to die here. We're going to die here. I can't turn into a bear anymore.
No, you're not going to die here. It's fine, Sally says. Look, it's a pretty good deal. We got a lot of knowledge about the situation. Yeah, you got to be careful about the drinking water. But I don't know. It's not too bad blending in. And speaking of blending in, she pulls out some fabrics and clothes for you all. Why don't you all find something that fits you? Let me know. I can do a little stitch work so we can get it hemmed up as needed. But yeah, feel free to find something that's right for the time. And
What does a doll from the 1890s look like?
Actually, do not Google that. I'm going to say that as a GM. As a GM, don't Google that. I'm going to tell you as your friend, don't Google that. Folks at home, do not Google that. Do not look that up. You're not going to like what you find. I promise you. But you guys look and find your clothes as you're sort of going around. And I'd love for you guys, as you're thinking about it, what these outfits look like. At this moment, while you all are sort of in looking at these clothes, the door opens and you watch a gentleman sort of come in, and the folks at home will recognize it as Mr. Streeter, but this is the first time you all are seeing him. He says, Sally, good to see you. I wanted to introduce a friend who could use a little clothes. This is Jack, what was it again?
Rapport,
Jack Rapport. Yes. I think he needs some clothes as well. He got a little scuffed up in the old building. You know how it is with Fairbanks and whatnot. Please get him situated as you've done with some of the other folks. I see you're in the middle of work already. Wonderful. Well, Jack, it's been a wonderful time meeting you. I think you've got a lot of potential, kid, and
I'm telling you, if you put the images in rapid enough succession, it becomes a moving picture.
Oh,
a moving picture.
I like where your head's at. Talk to me later. Come by the ship. We'll figure out something.
$1 million, my friend.
Oh, love
$1 million simoleons.
Now you're talking crazy talk. $1 million. Get out of here. And he walks out the door. And Sally goes, Mr. Jack Rapport. Yes, I can get you situated right away. Wait, is that? Are you from?
Am I from where, pal?
Oh, okay.
Why are you talking like
No,
this?
100%. I get it now. You can drop the accent. That's not a good accent.
I'm talking the same way everyone else is talking. Certainly. Wait,
Did he always speak like this? I feel like he did not. I feel like
No, he used to have a really deep voice. Now his voice is more high pitched.
Oh, so you know him?
Yes.
This Jack Rapport?
I don't
Yes.
know any Jack Rapport. I know
Daryl.
a Jeff Choi.
This
Oh, hey.
this person is part of the agency internship, Sally, which you should consider, given that you are interested in monster hunting, think that there's a giant conspiracy, and are interested in the past.
Sorry about that. Sally, was it? I'm sorry.
Jeff, it's you?
What's going on, Gliz? I was in deep
Oh
cover.
my God, I didn't know it was you. Oh, that accent. You fooled the heck out of me, buddy.
I thought it was pretty
Give me
good.
a
Thought it was
hug
pretty good,
here.
right? Hey, come on. All right. They hug. Long hug. Close hug. Homies hug. Get a big whiff.
It's good. Strong homie hug. You missed each other. It's weird though, because well, yeah, you guys have been here now for like half a day, right? And Jeff was supposed to meet you for brunch.
Yeah, what
Well,
the
I
hell
would
happened?
say-
I
well,
was,
I'd say-
I was walking by the Hancock Tower, got enveloped in a fog, walk out. I'm in Streeterville. And what is it? What is this? The 1880s, 90s?
Yeah.
It's the 1890s. It's important. The
You're kind of
Victorian
late
era
for
ended.
brunch.
I'm kind of, well, sorry. I figured because not everything's wood.
Jeff, actually, you're not late for brunch. It's only been like maybe an hour or so since you got into the fog.
So anyways, I just came here with that guy. Do you guys, what are we doing here? Can we get out of here?
No, guys, look, Sally turns. It's much safer for you all to stay here in Streeterville, where the misfits roam. All right, the weird people are here right now. It's a haven for us. It'll be much harder for you all to make something of yourself outside, especially when you'll have land here. You'll have something to bargain with.
Are we gonna keep going back in time? I don't want to go to dinosaur times.
Wait.
Okay,
Sally,
the dinosaur times are great though.
We don't mean leave here and go somewhere else in the 1890s. We mean go back to modern day Chicago.
You guys, oh, you want to leave? Oh,
Yeah, like leave it.
Yeah, you don't think that we're gonna stay here the entire time, do you?
We understand you started a business.
yeah. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Of course. We should go back to our time where the cell phone towers and the government has access to all your information, and there's no real such thing as real democracy anymore. But it's all just truly government lobbyist groups that are projecting their
Listen,
ideas.
Sally,
Okay, Sally, is it-
I'll show you how to use a VPN. But listen, we are 5 Asians in 1890 Chicago. We got to get out of here.
It's actually been pretty great.
No one's
It's
really
actually
said
been really
anything.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's
Yeah,
really
no,
said
they
anything.
can't.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
We
say
did
out of
have a really
character.
good day.
I'm never gonna put a racism in this campaign, so you don't worry about it. I promise you, no one's gonna be racist.
I'm going to bring it.
Remember that thing? Remember our lines and veils that we did before the season, and someone said racism? I was like, okay.
All right, I forgot that. My bad.
No, it's all good. But
Anyways,
yeah.
we want to get back to our time because I want to watch TV.
I want to transform into a bear.
Oh, we
I'm
had so
relatively-
much fun the other day. I mean, earlier today, I will say. I do want to acknowledge that it hasn't all been terrible.
That's true. These times are kind of fun.
I'm actually relatively comfortable here, so if anybody would like to stay, I think that's fine. No one is going to make you take a vacation here.
Yes, there's so much to do, and it's purposeful, and the work is good, and at the meantime, we can wait it out. You know, we can plan ahead. We know what's going to be coming around the corner. We can sort of make sure the military-industrial complex doesn't really get into place where it needs to be in order to save America. There's a real purpose in our time here.
Yeah, purpose of getting cholera. I'm trying to get out of here.
As long as you don't drink the water, you're fine. Just
Yeah, okay,
drink whiskey.
hold on.
That's what I used to do.
Oh, you're true. I'm kind of curious now, Sally. What's your plan here? What's your plan? Opening a hat shop, creating a hat empire, slowly infiltrate your way to the government. Like, what are we doing?
Well, I don't know, Gliz. I was kind of making up as it went along, and it kind of worked out for me so far. What's your plan? Are you just gonna walk around and pout about not being able to turn into a bear? I don't know what that means, but what is that? What you're just gonna do?
I'm gonna try to get home so I can transform, but I mean, if not, if we're just stuck here, I guess I'm gonna make something of myself. I'd like to apply for a job here.
You know what? I want to manipulate Sally,
Okay.
and I want to, I'll roll for it.
Oh, you better. It's a mixed success. So you have to tell them what you want them to do, and then they're gonna ask for a reason in order to make it happen, like something from you in return.
Okay. I want to know if Sally knows how to get out of here.
So
And
what
the
is
reason-
yeah.
Oh.
Let's do it in character. We'll play it out.
Sally, how the heck do you get out of here anyway, even if you wanted to?
It doesn't matter. You know, I don't know. Do you guys know how you even got here?
We walked through a cloud.
Yeah? Wait,
Yeah.
is that cloud still there?
No, it's like not cloudy at all today.
No. I mean, in our time. Like, are more people just like... Well, I guess if Jeff, you got here... Wait.
Yeah.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
that Streeter guy did say something weird about... He, like, implied that more people were coming. And that you should get them dressed.
Oh, well... Some people have been coming in here and needing clothes, and George has been kind enough to send them my way, and it's been good for business.
Are all of these people doing pretend accents from the time?
And
no.
they're all so much better than Jeff's.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't really seem like it. It seems to be okay, and
Okay.
I don't know, guys. I'm just here trying to do my job and thinking, what's so great about 2021, anyways? You know, what's so good to get back to?
Sally, can I ask you a question? Why did you become a haberdasher? This is the Gilded Age. You could get in on the ground floor of movies. You can get in on the ground floor of cars.
Yeah,
The whole industry of cars, yours for the taking.
cool. And you know what? I've got a lot of time. I've got time for it. Thank you for the idea, Jack Rapport, or whatever your name is. I'll write that down.
Here's the problem, Jeff, is that even if it's the right time to get in the business, do you remember how to invent cars? You just use one. You don't know how to make a car?
I know enough about how to make a car.
No, you don't.
I know enough.
Go make a car.
I will.
Act under pressure and make a car. Give me a roll to act under pressure to make a car.
Let's see it.
But you actually want me to roll?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just
Yeah.
like, if you can think of off your head enough. I'm not going to say you can build it right then and there, but if you want to use your time to dig through this scrapyard to build... Okay.
Jeff knows that it needs to be it's a combustion engine, okay? 2 axles, 4 wheels. Nobody's doing that yet. At this point, it's only like a guy with like a bellows on like a cart. Anyways, I'm saying that if we're stuck here, we should make a buck or do something. But if we're gonna stay here, that's what we have to do. Except I don't want to stay here, and I don't think anybody else does either.
Sally,
I just want to.
how do we get out of here?
Look. How about this? You all... I don't know, but there might be some people who might know, and maybe there are a couple business owners in town that could use my services or endorse my services to their clients, and perhaps if you went and talked to them and got them on board, I could figure out some more information for you guys.
So you're telling me Streeter is using a portal to the future to get free labor in the past?
No, I mean, I don't really think a lot of those people are... I think a lot of people are just looking for work. I don't know how many of them are from our time. But I look, guys, go to the brothel, talk to Madame Solzano. Someone go to the gambling alley and talk to Grandmaster Shaw, the Game Master Shaw. And if anyone wants to go to the bar, Knowles, and talk to Noel Davies, you know.
All right, let's split up.
Yeah, it
I
seems
call gambling.
like
I call
I'll
gambling.
go to the
Alright.
brothel.
I should probably go with you to the brothel. Not because I'm doing anything, but you're like a kid. You can't go to the brothel.
How about Dolly and
yeah.
yes,
Just
we go to
someone
the brothel.
good.
Whoa! What does it mean?
Just that I'm so okay. I'm gonna come back to Coach G again, back to history teacher Coach G. I'm not letting a minor go in with my best friend.
Should the minor go to the brothel, go to the bar, or go gamble?
She went to the brothel. She already did the game.
If she wants to go to the
Someone-
brothel,
someone
she
go
can to the
chaperone.
brothel.
Yeah,
just
we'll
say someone
go.
chaperone.
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah,
to the brothel.
Dolly,
with you.
please chaperone.
Just saying chaperone.
And
Okay,
that
I'll go to Noel.
chaperone
And-
we're going
I
as
don't. I can go. I can
friends.
handle the brothel. on
Young
my
lady,
own.
you need a
we're going
chaperone.
as friends.
I just want to point out, if you
I
make
think
me
it's fine.
purchase it, If you make any purchases, you will have to get a receipt if you want to reimburse, okay? Any purchase at the brothel must be reimbursed. You got to get a receipt.
Okay.
I do want glitter.
Here,
I don't
take
think
some-
that's what you'll find there, but
Here, you take some of this.
All right, Gliz, we'll go to Noel's bar, okay?
Yeah, let's go to the bar.
All right,
let's go to the bar. All right.
Carol, are you going to be okay on your own then?
oh, I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
All right,
So we're gonna be
we don't
back
have any
up
way to call
here?
each other, so I guess just meet here in,
Me.
2 hours?
Me.
At
sync our
my
watches?
home?
Yeah, Sally, at
Can
your
we
home.
sync
No.
our watches?
Get that off. Nope. Get those off. Take those off. You can't
What?
have watches. Guys,
Nobody has watches?
the clock is a tower in this time, okay?
Oh.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
everybody look at the clock.
Synchronize your looking at the clock.
I think there are pocket watches, but no one has wrist watches at this time. There's like
All
right.
yeah.
Other option, we invent wristwatches. Get rich.
Let's imagine
Jeff.
watches.
Jeff, manipulating time comes with several different forms and a lot of paperwork. You do not want to go down that alley, friend.
Butterfly effect from inventing watches. Come on.
So you can invent a car, but not a watch.
All right, Gliz and I are going to go to the bar. I'll see you in 2 hours.
Okay.
Farrell just
All
left.
right. Later.
Cool. Awesome. Who wants to go first? We can do a scene at the bar, the brothel, or the gambling alley. You know, why don't we go? Let's start with the bar. Let's start with Knowles, and as you guys pull up. As you guys are walking, you're making your way through. You see folks. Also, what do you look like now that you're in Arrow? What do your outfits look like?
Top hat,
Chat,
baby.
Chat, this I just want you to know this is a test because I sent them a link earlier of fashion from the time, and I want to see if they did their homework. That's it. I'm going to be transparent. So what do your outfits look like?
Top hat.
Newsies.
So you look like Newsies and a
I
top
look like
hat.
Newsies.
You look like a little kid who's running around with a little cap saying extra, extra.
Yeah, extra.
Mhm. And you watch as Gliz, you are really
Red
looking,
Dead.
Yeah.
Red Dead top hat when he goes on the boat. That's pretty much
Very
top
nice.
hat. Yeah.
Hell
Coat,
yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking through and making your way, you guys pull up to this bar. It's a nice establishment from what you can see from the outside. It seems like people are having a good time. You hear someone clinking away on a piano inside. As you make your way in, it's a rowdy time. People are having a good time, but it's safe. Like nothing too dangerous. Some shoving. There's no fighting. A couple of people in the corner are playing pool, and you see behind the door a singular gentleman with a nice white shirt, a top button, no collar. He's got the signature item of the time, the armbands around his biceps to give shape to his puffy sleeves as he sits polishing a mug.
Say, pal, too broke for sleeves that fit right? Only kidding. Hi, I'm Jack.
And I'm Maven.
Yeah, Jack and Maven.
Jack and Maven, yep.
I like to say that's so Maven when my friend says something that's particularly characteristic of my friend's behavior.
Jack always out of the box. Love the guy. That's why he's my best friend. Ha 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 ha.
Say, wanna tell us a secret?
Do I pay you now, or are you part of the vaudeville show? Was this...
No, we're not part of the vaudeville show.
No.
We could give them a run for their money, though, I say. We're here on orders from Sally.
Sally, yeah.
Sally, he says.
Oh, Sally, the girl who just opened up the new fabric shop?
Yeah. Pipe down.
Well, she keeps hounding me if I need any new fabric. I'm good. The only fabric I need is for my pool table, and that's fine. There's no fabric that's needed in this bar, all right?
How about the fabric of society, pal? Because it's about to be torn apart unless you can give us some information.
About what?
1 second.
Also,
Yeah, what's up?
What are we supposed to be asking?
We're supposed to sell the hats if we could sell the fabric. If we sell fabric.
Oh, I thought we were here to get information.
Oh, I don't know. I thought we were selling hats. Sorry, I'm trying to work at the haberdashery place, so this is a good gig for me. I'm trying to get it.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go. Let's intimidation tactics. Should we do something like that?
yeah, absolutely. If you want to,
you heard us?
No, me as a GM is telling you can do that. Sorry.
All right. Glizzy, why don't you roll to manipulate?
Okay.
And then you can use, if you want to, wait, do you have the, I think there's a specific, you want to intimidate, it's a move where you can roll plus tough. But if you don't have it, I think you just roll manipulate someone plus charm.
Because I'm not transformed either. Okay, so manipulate somebody. There we go.
Mixed success.
So
what? Ask him what you guys want, and let's see how it plays out.
Oh, it's a nice bar that you got here.
Would be a shame if we trashed it
or burnt it to the ground,
or killed everyone in here.
No, a little too much. Oh,
all right, boys.
All
right. You're hilarious. Okay, you can stop. I get it. You're funny. You're real good. Look, if Sally wants to put fabrics in my space so bad, she can go right ahead. I'll get it taken care of. Who knows? Maybe I need some new drapes in this bar. On one condition. You all. Tonight, tomorrow night, and the night after that, this entire weekend, I want you all to do a little 30-minute set.
Done.
Yes.
Perfect. You know, the crowd at 1:30 is going to be real rowdy, so I think just be expecting a couple.
1:30 in the afternoon or
1:30 in the morning,
night?
my friend. Come on, this is Streeterville. Everyone's asleep at that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys later this evening.
Is there anything that we can't do? Anything that's too far? I
think you'll know. I think I trust you guys to read the room, and also the audience will let you know. Like I said, it's very interactive crowd. They'll let you know immediately how they feel.
All right. Sounds good. We'll be back.
Okay.
All right. Glizzy, we got to go work on our routine.
Sorry, I was just I was.
Sorry, it helps me if I stay in the voice. I'll lose it.
All right, thank you very much. We're out of our way here. Goodbye.
As we pull away from Gliz and Jeff trying to figure out what they're going to do for their 30-minute set later this evening, I'd love to look at Beryl going down Gambling Alley. As you're making your way down, you see why it's called Gambling Alley in its sort of space. It's what would be a casino just on a block, or rather a half block of strip, where they've just got different folks set up with tables playing cards. You got some folks over to the side. Someone's brought a modified crap set that they've got going, and they're spinning the wheel for folks. It's a whole, some people are playing dice on the other side, but there's a lot of games happening here, and you see one gentleman over to the side at the back, sort of near one of the doors leading into one of the houses attached to this particular strip of Streeterville, just counting a few dollar bills. Otherwise, everyone else seems to be either working or sort of playing.
Okay. First off, Beryl is dressed in very classic Edwardian clothing. She is wearing a white puff sleeve shirt. It has a high collar all the way around. It has lace inserts absolutely everywhere because this is the time of the big fat lace. She has the puff sleeve. She has a nice little waist jacket because this is when women's wear starts transitioning into a combining with sportswear. And so she also put on green, their shorter dresses because this was the first time that women were allowed to ride bicycles. And it was a very huge deal at the time. There were a lot of articles talking about how women riding bicycles would eventually lead them into brothels or be unmarried or all sorts of great hysterical, there's great articles if you want to look those up. She's wearing tall boots. She has black tights on, and she has a corset, as was the time, to give her that classic kind of bent shape a little bit. I mean, this is her time. Beryl's looking just right. Did I do the homework, Masood?
You did the homework. You did it.
Thank you.
And walking with such purpose and pride, clearly standing out by how much you blend in. You're making your way down the alley. And you see a couple tables open, some spots. What does Beryl do
She goes and looks for poker.
You find yourself a table where you see folks are playing Hold'em, and it says, "All right, buy-in's real simple, just 10 cents, easy in. If you can't afford it, that's on you, friend."
I would like to join in for a quick game. I have 10 cents. It's from a different time, but a different place.
Is it American money?
Yes, it is from America.
Is it counterfeit?
No, it's real. It's real. And she just like holds up a little new dime.
Mm-hmm.
It's from it's from California. Money's different there.
I'll be. It's a good dime. Okay. All right. Well, I'll deal you in. Takes your dime, gives you some chips, and you look around and you got a table of like 3 or 4, let's say 4 other people. You're playing with 5 of them, and you start playing cards. Give me do you want to play? We're gonna make a roll to see how well you do.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a tactical genius read a bad situation.
I think that's perfect. It's a mixed success. So here's what I'm gonna say. I don't think you can fully concentrate and try to listen in on conversations and sort of like get a lay of the land while you're also trying to be committed to this card game. So you might not get as much information as you want to like surveil, and also still give the appearance of you caring about your money, right? Like you're still in a gambling place. You don't want to give off that you are someone with money to lose. And so with your read a bad situation, what do you want to ask me?
Let me take a look. Okay. What are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
I think as you're sitting there and like playing the game, it dawns on you. You didn't see it before, but there are people standing in the buildings out, like while folks are playing in the street. They're the houses that are inside of them. There are folks standing there, and some of them are pretty muscular, pretty intimidating. You'd imagine the way that people know not to cheat or not to steal is that you're not making it out of this alley by cheating. Like someone from a house will come out and stop you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a good game here. How is everyone doing tonight?
I'm gonna fold. Yeah, I'm gonna fold too. I'm also gonna fold. Everyone folds because you're being weird. And they assume you can't bluff having a good hand in that moment.
Do you want me to roll for poker?
I think yeah. Give me just roll me 2d. What do you think this roll is if you're playing poker? 'Cause it's a bit of a luck.
I know. I don't know if this is like a luck thing or if you just want me to roll like
roll
a regular
2
die.
d6s and add your sharp to it. We'll say it's sharp.
All right. So 2d6s.
Whoa!
And then
What's your sharp?
my sharp is -1.
Okay. It's a 10. That's so good, though. You got an 11 minus 1. It's a 10. That's an advanced success. You put down your... you play for a little bit. There's a reason why people are folding. You keep taking their money. You... I think, given your history and time, you've forgotten more about cards than most people will ever know. Like, you're over a century old, and like cards and card games and gambling with cards has been around for a long time. You know, you've been able to play at it for a while, and so I think in that there's a reason why you also play poker is because Dolly likes poker, right? Like there's a level to which that it is. Sorry, Barrel likes poker. That is Barrel's game, and in doing so, Yeah, it's not hard for you to leverage your experience. And you look at the table and you're cleaning house. You got like $2.50 in front of you right now, and everyone else is really struggling. They're honestly on their last like 6 cents, last 5 cents.
Oh. Beryl's struggling internally right now because she knows that on one hand she probably has something to do. On the other hand, she is on a hot streak,
Yeah.
and it would be a shame to leave at a table when you are doing so well.
Wow, you're crushing it. Well, okay. Well, see you, Fred. You see a gentleman step up off the table, grumbling underneath his bed. Well,
I was
I, don't mind Fred. He's a sore loser. Um, but why don't we keep playing a few hands, see maybe how much of the house you can get away, huh? And the guy who's dealing shuffles a few more, and you keep playing back and forth. And
do you want to roll?
I'm gonna say
Do
with
you want me to
your
roll
no,
more?
your advanced success is gonna carry
Okay.
you far enough that you're doing well enough that you're just crushing at these card games, and eventually you look at him and have $5.23, which, yeah, standing there, he says, "All right, perfect. Let's get you. Might have to cut you off at this table."
Oh, come on! I'm on a hot streak. You can't cut me off, and
Oh.
I'm in the middle of something.
You're right. You're right, and you know, you must be incredibly lucky, or. And a gentleman steps out of the house behind him forward and says, "Or cheating." And with
How
that,
dare you?
we're gonna go to break. We're gonna cut back in just a few minutes to see what happens with Beryl at the gambling alley, see what goes on with Dolly and Yasmin at the brothel run by Madame Solazno. When we get back, this is Stir Fry Night playing Monster of the Week here on Roll20. We'll be back in about like 7 minutes. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
we're back. It's Surf Friday Night playing Monster of the Week here on Roll20, brought to you by Evil Hat Production. We're really excited to be here. Last we left off, Beryl was getting into a bit of a situation because they were just, too damn hot at that card table. And the bouncer had to step in about it. But before we can resolve that situation, I would like to jump over to Yaz and Dolly. First off, what do y'all look like as you make your way down the street towards Madame Susano's home? Or rather, I should say house.
I ignored your advice and I did Google an 1890s doll.
Okay. Was it worth? Is it cursed? Did you do it in incognito, or did you leave it in your actual history?
I'm cursed.
Okay.
I'm cursed from now until the day that I die, which may be sooner than I thought.
Yeah, it'll be in a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna be found in a closet, like.
Yeah.
Unless you make a
Oh, wow.
copy. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's like mostly what Dolly's wearing, except like longer.
Okay.
So she just like adds like a petticoat or two,
Yeah.
and like, but she knows they're going to the brothel, so she like takes off her socks in case she has to show some ankle.
Right. And your Converse are still there.
Right.
Yeah. And so as you guys are making your way in, Yaz, yourself?
Okay. She's doing like a white and black thing, classic Yaz.
Mhm.
So like lace. I'm literally looking at what photo you sent us. So it's like it's like white lace on the sleeves, white lace on the chest, and then like a white lace throughout, and then black the rest. And she's still wearing her classic
The choker.
E-girl choker.
I think it fits in this time, right? I think like the color palette is also something that would have been in Yaz's outfit. It's not. I think it seems. Correct me if I'm wrong. The aesthetic of current e-girl and also vintage e-girl is not like, you know what I mean? Like goth e-girl and vintage e-girl.
E-girls have been around since the beginning of time.
People
But what did E used to stand for?
It used to stand for
Earth girls.
Not
Edwardian.
Edwardian girls.
Girl.
Wait, I forgot what they were called, but there used to be these women in factories who would like draw on whatever made like clock faces glow.
Oh.
It's like some chemical that was like poisonous, but they would glow, and then they like all died.
Yeah,
of course.
I think we thank a lot of people for discoveries that cost them their lives.
Radium girls.
Radiant girls. Yeah, that's right.
And so as you guys, you ladies look radiant, but not that type of radiant, making your way down the street, you pull up to Madame Susano's house. And as you guys walk in, you look at a place that's pretty nice. It's very well decorated, lovely booths sort of situated. You see some people laughing in a corner together, having a intimate conversation over some drinks. You see a couple other individuals walking around upstairs in pairs, making their way into some private rooms. As you see as you walk in and get yourself situated, you look at a woman standing at the base of the stairs leading up with a large fan and a beautiful gown on of red and black sort of swirling patterns as she fans it over. And you walk looking with an aura of her owning the place.
Yes, I think that one owns the place.
Okay, let's talk to her. And let's see if she has any discounts.
We walked up to her and we go.
How may I help you?
We're just we're just here for some information.
Oh. By the nervous giggle, I thought it was your first time in a brothel.
No. We're professionals.
I'll show you my
Okay.
ankles if you need to see them. But we're professional.
She's got good ones.
Keep your ankles where they are. I believe you. Welcome. I'm Madame Solzano, and I believe I should get your names before I'm to give you any other information.
I'm Dolly.
Dolly, what a doll. Nice to meet you.
You as well.
I'm Yaz.
Yaz, lovely to meet you. I love your outfit. It's delightful.
Thank you, thank you.
And yes, what would you like to know? Our rates?
Yes.
What type of clientele we have here? What we can provide for you all?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
one,
wonderful. Actually, here you go. She hands you a little pamphlet and says, "I actually did the calligraphy on that myself, but feel free to take a look over anything. And what about you for yourself? What are you in the mood for?"
Oh, actually, just do you mind if we sidebar for 1 second?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Perhaps.
Yes, this isn't the information we need.
If we're here,
Well,
might as well.
okay. I agree that it's information, but I don't think it's what we came here for.
Not even like a... Okay, all right, fine. Okay, all right. Okay, let's be professional. We're not having any fun.
No, okay, when you put it like that,
No.
I don't want to be a barrel. But I'm just saying,
No,
okay, if you want to have fun, we'll make this fun, but I would like some
We'll get
information.
Information. Do you want to do information first, and then we can celebrate with some fun?
Okay.
All right, let's do that. Okay, good plan. Okay, madam.
Oh, you guys must be so funny.
We like to think so.
Did you find anything that you like? Anything that you're looking for? Perhaps confer. We don't really split in terms of our business model. It's an extra fee if you all want to share a room, if that's what you're looking for, or.
We were told that you might know something about how people get here and how people go.
Fog. Yeah.
Oh my God! Do you work for Sally? Are you kidding me? Are you she?
No.
Look,
We don't
you
work
tell
for Sally.
No. Okay, you tell her I don't need her fabrics. Yes, she's a great seamstress. Yes, she can do great tailor work. I have someone, all right? And you don't run your own brothel in Streeterville without honoring relationships, okay? So you tell Sally, and also, honestly, you all can leave. So thank you, please. Please. I'd appreciate it.
Come on.
We do not engage solicitors.
We're not soliciting. We're not trying to sell you anything. We just want to talk and probably enjoy your business at some point as well.
Yes, I think this would be a great time for some witchcraft.
What?
Huh? Excuse me, can I sidebar?
Say
for
witchcraft?
Yes.
She did not. She did not.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this would be a great time for some witchcraft.
I want you to know. If you're gonna whisper like this, I might have to ask you to roll an act under pressure, so she doesn't hear you.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't understand in the beginning, but I get it now. Okay. So I want to
act under pressure.
Yeah, someone can help and someone can act under pressure. Who wants?
Okay, do you want me to help? Wait,
there it is.
It's a mixed success. You're good. You actually a +1 wouldn't help either way. But you get it, and she pull across and she walks over. You do what you're saying to, but you can see her suspicions are raised as she walks over to her bar and gets a beverage from the barkeep. Sets her fan down and starts drinking.
I want to manipulate her into giving us the information.
Okay, so come on back. Tell me what you say. What do you want to ask of her, and then give me the roll. So we're gonna do it in character. We're gonna give me the pitch, and then you're gonna tell me once you're there. Roll for it, and we'll see how you do.
Okay, wait, you want me to roll first?
No. I want you to in character act out what this looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, madam,
Mm-hmm.
my friend Dolly and I really think that it would benefit you to just let us know what you know about the fog and about people who are from different time and what's actually going on here.
Roll and manipulate.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
That's okay.
It's like frozen. Okay. Oh, here we go. Do I want to do it with charm?
Yeah, that's how you usually manipulate.
Okay.
I think you can use like Glizzy can use stuff. It's a failure.
No.
Puts your drink down. Look, I get it. You probably just stopped drinking breast milk yesterday by the looks of you, so let me explain it a little to you as someone who's a grown adult with their own things. This is not how you do business, and I do not appreciate being insulted like this in my own home of business. So if you would please, Charles, and you see a large gentleman step out through the door in a tiny bowler cap, and you can't tell if it's his muscles or his tiny vest on the fact of how big his muscle. This dude is scarily ripped as he stands and walks in his face. Yes, Senora Salzano, what do you need? Charles, I believe we have some guests who've overstayed their welcome.
Did we charm this guy?
No, I'm gonna kick his ass.
All right.
Heck yeah. Go for it.
Kick this ass.
Oh!
Oh!
Heck yeah. As Charles walks for a second. All right, please, on your way out now. He begins to usher you guys. Let's not make this uneasy for your ladies. And begins to move forward. What does Dolly do with this advanced success?
You know when someone's like behind you, kind of, like pushing you out of a place. A great thing to use is the elbows in the back of your head. So Dolly does.
Oh my god!
Dolly
I really thought you moved that fast. It was.
No, that was my toe catching on my charger cord.
Oh yeah.
But she does one of these, boom, boom, and then she goes back with her head.
Yeah. He reaches out his hand to you as you go, bah, bah, and hit your head back on. He goes, ah! And he's grabbing his nose and his chest. He looks down. It's like, okay, all right. And he punches up his fists to make a move. So how much damage do you do with your? Is it like one damage? I imagine. Or let's say you do 2, right, with your physical, because you got it on top.
Okay.
With the advanced success, you also get a couple options. And so I'll pull this up for folks at home who don't know. So on a kick some ass roll, you get to you roll tough, and then on a 10 plus you get to choose one extra effect. You gain advantage, you get to take one forward. You inflict terrible harm, it's an additional +1 harm. You suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them. Which one of those do you think applies most to Dolly in this scenario?
I think we want to force him where we want him.
Cool.
Because,
So
yeah.
I think, and then in that case, you're gonna take 1 harm because in a kick some ass, whenever you kick some ass, you are gonna take it a little bit as he hits you.
Dolly's used to it.
He hits you. You hit him with the back of your head. He shoves you as he pushes back and like grabs his face. And he's where is force him where you want them? Where is that for you?
Maybe like like we hit him so hard, like his body knocks over the madam.
Oh,
so he's like sort of like
yeah
on his back now, but like also she's like messed up by it as well.
I think that's great. As you hit him and like he tries to stumble and bounce and it shoves you, you're able to push off it and sort of like push him over onto the madam who's standing at the bar as she falls down on top of her and they're trying to get out. Do you guys make your exit at this moment? Do you use this moment of confusion to your advantage?
I think we should use this moment to get the information.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, madam. We tried this the nice way.
Use your
Manipulating
magic, yes.
you. Again? What should I do?
Wasn't it just pure manipulation last time? It wasn't magic.
It was. Okay, so you want me to manipulate her with my magic?
I don't know. Do you have that move?
I can always use my weird instead of charm, or I could do telepathy.
Well, like, do you have a move that says you can use your weird instead of charm? Like, is there a specific move that allows you to like invoke your magic to influence people? That's what I'm trying to ask here. If you want to,
what about telepathy?
Yeah, I can manipulate someone without speaking.
So if you want to try to manipulate them in that capacity silently, as they're like try to incept in an idea in them in this moment, I definitely let you re-roll a manipulate based on that.
Okay, so that one I would use my weird.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Sorry to be a stickler for the rules, but
No, it's okay.
Can Dolly help out?
I think you, but you did kind of kick ass. I think that is
okay. That was my.
You know what?
I failed again.
You failed. You have luck points, so if you want to use your luck
points,
points,
as well, right?
Sure.
Use it.
Let's use a luck point. Okay. All right, I used my luck point.
Perfect. So mark off that you used a luck point. I will mark off that you invoked a luck point. Hell yeah. That will come back to bite you in the butt. What? And as you are in this moment, you look down at this space, and what do you say to them? You try doing it the nice way, not tell us what we want to know.
Yeah, give us the information we want.
And Madame Susano starts bursting in tears as she looks over Charles on the other side. My love! As she walks over and says, as he's like bleeding from the nose, you brutes! You savages! Okay? Look, fine. I'll buy Sally's clothes, all right? Whatever. Just leave us alone. Ugh.
We don't want you to buy Sally's clothes.
Then why would you come in here and ask questions and try to inform about time or what? And you realize in this moment, Madame Susano is a person of this time. They have no idea anything that you're talking
about. We gotta go. We have to
give us
leave.
some shots before we
Yeah.
Hey. So we already beat you up. You have to.
Give us a round of shots.
What?
And then we'll be out of here.
We said we already beat you up. You have to.
Fine. Mark, serve them. And you see the bartender serves you 2 shots.
Thanks, Mark. Cheers.
And then they run into the night.
Scooby-Doo style.
Oh, Charles, my love, mi amor. As Madame Susano is crashing over this person in their place. Moving forward, well, let's cut back to Beryl. As what has happened since we last saw Beryl? I imagine you're in a sort of a bedroom of one of these houses. But what did it look like as they moved you up into one of these spaces while you're waiting for whoever it is you're supposed to talk to?
I feel like I'm like being dragged up, somewhere, and I'm just like, how dare you? You should unhand a lady, because that's what I am at this time. I think it's all honestly kind of a blur. You should rethink who you're speaking to.
Oh, yeah. Here in Streeterville, let me tell you what, we leave all that manner stuff at the door. If you're a cheat, doesn't matter what type of cheat, you all get treated the same way.
I have never cheated at cards a day in my life. Who do I look like? Franklin Roosevelt, or worse, Eleanor?
Are they related to Teddy? President?
Never mind. This is the wrong time. What I was trying to say is I would never do such a thing. That's ridiculous, and you should let me go.
I will think about that. But in the meantime, you can wait here for us. And he closes the door into this bedroom that you're sitting in. What does Beryl do while they wait for this person to arrive? You got like, we know in our time it's like 10 minutes before they arrive, but what does Beryl do in that time as they're unaware of it?
Beryl's gonna take a look around because now that she can't go and gamble, she's like, I guess I gotta do this mission thing. I could be playing craps right now. So she's probably gonna read a bad situation because she's in one again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do. Hey.
She's telling you. She's trying to warn you. It's a bad situation.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 12.
12, an advanced success. Awesome. With this is a. Do you have an advanced move? Treat as regular to do if you not have the advanced. Okay. So since you
don't really
have,
have any moves.
It's okay. Let's look up for you with your read a bad situation. What you get to ask me. Bum, 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 bum.
Let's do whatever I want.
I believe so, right? Isn't that what it is? On a read a bad situation, protect someone. Read a bad situation.
Plus.
On a 10 plus hold 3. So you got ask me the 3 things you want. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? What are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
Right. Okay. So what's my best way out?
Okay. Your best way. Yeah. Well, we can do it in order. Your best way out is immediately right in front of you is the door that you came in. As you look out through the window, you're about 20 feet up, so jumping out the window is not the best way out. You could do it, but the best way out would be back out through the front door.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What's the biggest threat?
Your biggest threat right here is the fact that you're in this alley. You're at this point now where the control comes from the outside, these houses, and the biggest threat is the fact that you're just in a geographic location there. It's going to be difficult for you, if things were to get violent, to travel a distance to get out. It wouldn't be super easy. You could try and go out through the back window, but as you look out and you see, the reason why it's Gambler's Alley is that because all the back of these buildings, they have no neighbors behind them because it's all trash. It's all landfill that's set up behind them. So this is really like the only inlet here.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I'm just gonna do my last one. Mm-hmm. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed, or I haven't noticed?
I think as you're replaying your walk through, the only danger that I think you haven't noticed is, let's see. I think you watched as you're as you sort of moved into the house, someone got up and started walking down the street.
Got it. Okay, so I'm noticing like shifty things kind of around me.
Yeah.
My best way out is the way down, and my biggest danger is really
your best.
How do I get back?
Yes, but I should say the best way out in this scenario is like down calmly through this. Like in terms of like things that would get your best way out would be to somehow just resolve this without violence, if possible.
Got it.
If it gets to that, there's the window. There's sort of like playing stealth and doing a whole thing. But yeah. And as you're analyzing that and sort of situating, you hear the door open and a gentleman walks in with a very nice like vest sort of put on, wearing a sleeve that is cuffed at the same way around the arm. He looks at you and you begin to recognize him as your dealer that you were working at your table with, and says, good, now we can have a sheet. Hi, my name's Shaw. It's nice to meet you. People call me the Game Master. And yours was Beryl, correct?
Yes, and I won almost $5 off of you.
You won, yeah. And if I hadn't stopped you, I feel like you would have won many more. Here's the thing, though. How are you doing it? I couldn't, for the life of me, Was I giving away the tells? I mean, I felt like everyone else at the table. I just couldn't figure what was your secret.
Beryl's gonna try to figure out like, is this guy from the future or not, but try to do it more subtly.
Sure.
There's no secret to good gameplay. After all, this is Chicago, great city for poker, now and also in the future. Don't you think?
Hey, we're not in Chicago, honey. We are in the United States District of Michigan, where thankfully poker is king and it will long may it live. But really, Beryl, sorry we have to put on a show like that for you in front of all the regular folks, but I'll be honest, I don't care if you were cheating. I couldn't figure out how. And that's what's more interesting to me. I'm willing. You were going to win $5 off me? How about this? I'll give you a $20 bill if you tell me how you did it.
$20, huh?
Oh, yeah. Bet you've never seen this much money in your life, huh? In one place?
Never, ever have I seen $20. 20 big bucko ones.
Oof. Oh, that's a fun word. 20 buckos. I'm going to start using that. That's a fun term for it. Beryl.
Oh, boy.
I'm telling... Look. Why don't you just take this? Just take this. Think on it. You don't have to give me an answer right now, but maybe come back tomorrow, and if I like what you have to say, who knows, maybe I can give you a spot on payroll, get yourself situated, get yourself a job here.
Okay, you have no idea. Okay. Thank you for the offer kindly. $20, that is a lot of money. I have never seen such an amount. But before I do commit myself to anything, what do you know about 3 things? A girl named Sally, a mist, and time itself.
Well, first off, I can tell you, Sally, the new seamstress who just came in, she keeps trying to get me to buy more fabrics from her, trying to expand her shop. She wants to maybe set up a second location right at the edge of Gambler's Alley. And I'm telling, we have a lock on this year. There's value in it keeping this neighborhood what it is. What was the second thing that you asked? Besides Sally, the mist, right? Is that what you mentioned? Mist?
A mist or a weather phenomenon?
We're a part of the United States District of Lake Michigan. There's always mist of some kind. It's rolling off the lake constantly. Nothing more than usual. I mean, thank goodness not as bad as San Francisco.
Right. And time itself.
Oh, well, it's kind of a big picture question. So I'll say this, as someone who works here and makes my money off of probability and games of chance, and knowing how to manage your resources, I can say the thing with most certainty, the thing that has the highest probability, and the thing that is the most valuable is that your time will run out.
You thought I was talking a riddle and not actually asking you about time.
No, I thought,
okay.
I thought you didn't want to know my general feelings about time. I thought that was pretty good.
No.
I've been reading some Nietzsche lately, and I don't know. It's crazy. I know he's a French
fellow. He was a garbage fellow.
Really?
He never ever does his paperwork on time. Oh yeah. So I think I was actually more thinking about time travel and your thoughts about that.
Oh, preposterous. How is one travel in time? By going to sleep and waking up the next day?
So clever, so clever. I've
Thank you,
never
thank you.
heard that one.
You know, honestly, I thought about getting a vaudeville show, but I'm making so much money here. It would be. I'm gonna keep it as a hobby. It's fun as a hobby. If I turn it into a business thing, it's a whole thing.
Oh, then you'll have to change your whole life for it. And let me tell you, it's you'll have to just move states. It's a crazy thing. I think Beryl's gonna try to read a bad situation because she's quickly realizing that I feel that she thinks now Sally actually just sent them on like actual clothing trips, and this had nothing to do with the
She
mist.
literally told you guys, and I'm gonna give this to Free, because it might have been lost in some of my delivery. She asked you to help build out her business so then she could do more research on how this phenomena occurs. So she gave you 3 people that if she was able to expand and not have to worry basically about it as much, it would be more situated.
Got it.
By the shaking of your head, clearly somehow me saying what I said got lost. You know, we'll check back the tapes. We'll roll back the tapes. We'll check out the VOD. Folks in the VOD, get in the comments. Tell them, did I deliver it incorrectly? But
Hashtag Lizzie knew.
Hashtag Glizzy knew.
Yeah. So Beryl at that point is gonna start thinking, okay, she's putting pieces together and she's just realizing she was like, oh, I thought that Sally was blah, blah, blah. She actually is like things that were okay.
Uh-huh.
So I actually think, what if we do this instead? You give Sally a piece of your business. I will return my $5. And you then get a business partner and to keep your money. This is what in the future we will call a good deal.
But I don't need a business partner because I like all the money I have to myself. Do you want to manipulate a person? Do you want to try and like manipulate them into the? Yeah.
Oh, I'm totally gonna have to, and I have like 3 holds basically, or I have 4, so I'm gonna use 3 of them. Advanced success.
Okay, look at that. So as you manipulate him, he says, well, you know what? Here's the thing. Sally is very organized, and I don't know, maybe she could manage in drawing in a different clientele. Couldn't help to get some of the chairs out in the street upholstered. It could actually be pretty nice.
Yes.
We could do some awnings so we could play in the rain. Okay. You know, this actually isn't too bad of an idea. All right. You know what?
Yes, and Beryl starts talking about a business plan of textiles and how textiles might change and how investing in other types of textiles,
Wait. You want me
polyester,
to diversify my portfolio? Explain that back again. Explain what that means. Yeah.
Yes. And Beryl goes on and talks about like possible trading and talks about how you could invest in this, and because this is Chicago and you need to get in out of the onion market and all of these other things. And like Beryl's just like spinning this magical tale of a business model just straight out of her ass.
And as he's listening, he says, okay, all right, Beryl, I see how you know what? I don't need my $5, and I don't think you have enough to break that 20. But what I've learned from you is invaluable. Please, anytime you want to have a good time at Gambler's Alley, come on down. We'll get you on a table. Hey, I'll be watching you though. So
good talk then. So I'm going to leave now.
Yeah.
And just so you know, the person 3 at the craps table, that guy's a cheater.
Oh, Francis? Yeah, he won't have kneecaps tonight. It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. Make sure when you do the kneecaps, do it after the knee and not before. Rookie mistake.
Oh, thank you. I will. You know what? I think my man knows how to do. I won't be there. I've got other games to run. But I will pass it along. Yeah. Well, it's good meeting you, Beryl. Be well. He walks you down to the door, and it's like, well, anytime. Truly, a friend of Gambler's Alley. Anytime you want to come by.
Good to meet you, Shaw. Good doing business with you, and I'm talking like Jeff now. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. And he waves you off. Speaking of Jeff, let's cut back.
Wait, just real quick. That guy doesn't bust people's kneecaps. He takes them, removes kneecaps.
No, he busts them.
Yeah, you said he's not gonna have any kneecaps.
He's not. Yeah, because they're gonna be busted.
Well, I thought
you're gonna for always stealing kneecaps. Is grabbing up. Oh, They go real
Cap
good.
snatcher.
Have you ever had cereal out of a kneecap? Oh my. Okay, we're gonna move on.
Oh my gosh.
Moving on, Jeff and Glizzy, as you guys, let's ask, what does your comedy routine look like?
Oh, so glad
We
you're
can do it. We can do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I cannot give you 30 minutes to do your comedy routine.
Okay, we'll
I
give you a
would love.
truncated version.
Yeah.
We'll give you like three minutes of it. We
So
can do
you
that.
guys come back later that evening. You are sort of walk off and practice and doing your preparation. You make your way back there in time. Well, actually, I think before your show happens, you all gather at Sally's place, all five of you, as you get together and are sitting there. She comes in and says, "All right, so how'd it go? Were you all able to convince folks to go into business?"
Yes,
but
Jeff and I have a comedy
a
routine.
comedy routine we've got to do.
Yes, before
Oh, no, were you
get your
guys
business.
improv guys?
I took
Well,
a class.
Okay,
I took a
all right,
class.
all right.
Yeah,
Well, I will
in
not
high
be there,
school,
but
yeah.
I believe you. Thank you, and also
Yeah.
I was
thank you.
actually I was on the Gerald Commission.
I don't know what that is. I did not do comedy.
It was something really important back in our time,
Yeah,
but you know,
yeah.
here
But
it
it's-
doesn't matter.
The Gerald Commission. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have a show tonight? You got
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's a flyer, a pamphlet to our show.
and
Here,
my
please, I hope
business
you will-
depends on you doing well.
That's correct.
Wow.
That's correct.
Jack and Maven, the comedy duo.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh God. Okay. Please tell me it went better for the two of you as they turn and look at Yaz and Dolly.
The thing about that is that it did not go well at all.
We actually don't want to talk about it.
Okay, Madame Solzano has a lot of people, a lot of girls who work for her, and folks who would have used a lot of fabrics. It's fine. It's okay. Beryl.
Oh, I did great. I won $5 and I was on a hot streak. Let me tell you, I was crushing at poker, which is my game of choice. But also I was able to convince him to take you on as a partner in business. I got you actually a 20% stake in his gambling business,
What?
but you also have to forfeit 20% in your business. So congratulations, you guys are now
Oh.
business partners.
Amazing. That's terrific. Okay. Awesome. Great. Okay, since you guys, it's almost 2 out of 3. It's like 1.5 out of 3. How about this? If you all can close on the show tonight, I will dig and ask around in a way that I can to try to find some more information, and I will leverage my community standing knowing that I have security.
And you're about to diversify your portfolio, and I must insist you start investing in polyester immediately.
Oh, really? When does that get invented?
In a couple years, but
Okay.
when it takes off, it takes off.
Yeah. No, for sure. I get that. I'll definitely get on board.
Jeff, Glizzy, you guys have got to utilize ventriloquism in your bit. It's gonna.
Oh,
it's
I think the
so
thing
fun.
with ventriloquism is that it's a little unsettling. People think it's creepy and the dolls look weird, and it makes them a little more. They're kind of gawking, really, more than watching, if you think about it.
What if it's not what my experience of it was?
Well, it's
name-
everyone else's experience.
Yeah, name a good comedian, a ventriloquist comedian that isn't racist.
This time, that isn't racist. Oh, then already I can.
No, you can. Well, actually, I don't know. You didn't name him, but the ventriloquist you saw earlier, we specifically said his comedy was good without being racist. We specified that he was good at his comedy bits. Yeah.
And of course, Erica, don't remember his name, but Dolly remembers his name, so
Yes.
she says it.
Yes.
But you remember the name?
Manuela.
Yeah, sorry, we're not going to do any ventriloquism.
No,
you know
that's
what?
not.
Let me phrase it this way: it's a really tough skill, so we just are not skilled enough to do it. So we're gonna have to do it.
Can we see a little taste?
Well, why don't you just try saying something, Jeff?
Why don't we save it for the stage?
What,
Jeff?
it's if you use it, you lose it. So
Yeah.
we're going to save it for the stage.
Save it for the stage.
Cut to Jeff and Gliz at backstage in the green room at Noel's bar. Noel comes in. Oh, all right. Oh, my two jack of all trades. You guys ready for this?
Sure am.
Sure. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, wonderful.
Going to be a great
Okay.
show.
Good. Just make asses
Yep.
of yourself. And truly, I want you to know, thank you for filling in on this spot. It really helps.
Anytime. Would you mind introducing? We have a team name
Okay.
for our little group.
Yeah.
Could you introduce us as Rock and Feller?
Rock and Feller?
Yes, like
Rock and
John D.
I'm the Rock.
And I'm Feller.
Okay, so Rock and Feller. Got it. Okay, cool. All right. He steps on out, and you hear him from behind the curtain. All right, folks. Thank you. Please enjoy more tavern-style pizza as you have a good time. And if you can, feel free to tip your waitstaff because that's just common courtesy. And as we're getting started this evening, I want to give a nice round of applause for our folks here. They're new in town, but they're expecting to do quite a bit. Give a nice, warm Streeterville welcome to Rock and Fellow. Rock and Fellow, come on out.
Rock and Feller, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Is everybody having a good night?
I'm gonna
We
Yes.
said, is everybody having a good night?
No.
Sure am.
All right. We are Rock and Feller, and we are here with the comedic stylings of the future.
Ooh.
We will weave you a tale from the years in the future. All we need from the audience is a suggestion of anything at all.
Pork pie.
Hog's foot.
Hogsfoot.
Hogsfoot.
Anything
Thank
but
you.
food, folks.
Oh God.
Oh, we could take Hogsfoot.
Oh, well, we'll take Hogsfoot.
Hogsfoot. Okay.
Now,
Ha. We take you to an abandoned warehouse.
in the future.
In the future. Hi, everyone. I'm Joe Rogan, and this is Fear Factor. Welcome. And today we are going to be eating pig's feet. Ooh.
No, I don't wish to
Ah.
eat such a thing.
Now we have our first contestant here. My first contestant, sir. Would you introduce yourself?
Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang. Wow, that sounds like a famous name if I've ever heard one.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Andrew. Where are you from? What do you do?
I guess had some kind of company that was involved in preparation for tests.
Ooh.
Exams in the school place. And I'm going to run for...
Too unrelatable. Someone throws a beer up at you guys while you're on stage.
Okay.
Oh, my
Let's go- okay,
tomatoes.
okay.
She starts
Imagine-
throwing her
let's go.
tomatoes at them.
Imagine this, a tale from 70 years in the future, on the streets of Gotham itself, New York City. In the future, there will be people who live in tall buildings, creating
People
advertisements.
do that now. And throw-
There will be a man who fakes another man's death, and he will create advertisements and have carnal intercourse with many people.
Fake your own death right now.
All right.
Oh,
He
all
did
right,
not
all right.
prepare very well. My God.
All right. Imagine, if you will, I am an elf. I am an elf that shoots bows. Foom, foom, foom.
Ay, ooh, ee.
Ah. And you, my friend, you are a handsome hobbit. Yes, a handsome little hobbit. Yep.
Yes, a hobbit, a halfling,
What is that? This is
like a short person
Mar-
who eats a lot of breakfast and lives in an idyllic English.
Oh, look,
setting.
we have to.
so like a leprechaun.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, exactly like a leprechaun.
Ooh, we don't like the Irish in this time.
Okay,
Someone
now
throws
we
this
take
drink.
you to the future.
The future, where
in-
a member of the member of the Cosa Nostra, a hooligan, is undergoing the new strange science of psychotherapy.
Mr. Soprano, could you please tell me about your recent reaction?
I hate
Passed
my
out,
son.
Mr.
I hate my son. Is that so
This
bad?
one.
Oh, this is actually really compelling. I hope they don't cut it off in the
I
middle
like
of a
this.
sentence.
You're saying you saw some ducks in a pool. Is that what?
Yeah, I saw the ducks in my pool, and I wanted to keep them safe, you know?
I like that he's a strong guy getting in touch with his feelings. That's actually good. I like this.
Makes me feel like I could get in touch with my feelings.
Right?
And that's our show.
That's our show.
Oh my god, I want more.
That's good. Honestly, yeah, well done, well done. Got a round of applause as you guys steal Sopranos and make your way off stage. Ooh. Noel comes out. Guys, I'll be honest, the early bit of the stuff, terrible. But what you guys did at the end, ooh, I would sit down and I would just want a story about that guy and what his whole deal was.
Well, it's built on the foundations of the early part of the show, so can't really say any of it was wasted.
You know, Jeff, Glizzy, I thought you guys didn't want to do ventriloquism, but all I saw out there were dummies.
That's supposed to hurt us? Make us feel bad?
It's a dig. It's called a dig.
Yeah, this is called the hurt reaction that makes you feel bad.
All right.
Also,
I felt pretty
out of all the
badly.
groups that went to complete Sally's mission, it just looks like Beryl, Jeff, and I were the only ones to complete that mission.
Yeah, maybe try
And the people
I
who
don't wanna
went to
talk
the
about it.
brothel did not
I don't
finish
wanna
their mission.
Talk about it.
try doing your job before you start roasting anybody.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Don't
I was
cook
just
on
gonna
that clock.
say, if you guys want to come back next Saturday and do this show again, that'd be great. Noel's still standing there as you guys are having this
Oh, yes,
conversation.
of course. Yes, we'll be
Same
back.
show or just the good part?
Just the good part, ideally. But you know what? It was good to watch them dodge those mugs. That was actually pretty fun.
We'll come back with a song. The lyrical content will be about waking up this morning. Woke up this morning.
He walks out immediately as you start singing in a baritone, deeply uncomfortable. And you guys are left in the back green room of Noel's. I imagine, like, as Dolly was roasting them backstage, the rest of y'all sort of popped in to see them. Did Sally come with you guys, or is she back at the shop?
I feel like Sally would have come.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had
We
to
would've
see
wanted
whether
her
or
to
not.
see it.
No,
She
she did say she
wasn't
wasn't going to go because she doesn't like improv, though. That was a statement that she had mentioned.
Was
Yeah,
that
but she
a-
likes her business.
I think it's up to you guys to go report back to her then.
All right.
Yes,
Sally, you
let's go
missed
report
an,
back.
Yeah.
Sally, you missed a phenomenal show. They did a vaudeville, I wouldn't say reproduction, certainly a creation in the style of vaudeville, and they began with several bits of what I assumed to be television, and then they ended with a part about ducks. The last part was actually funny.
Oh. Okay. I would have hated every moment of it. Did you secure business with No.
Well, we got another show. And who knows how many people will be in the cast in that show? They'd be costumes galore.
Okay. You know what? I can work with that. All right. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for doing what you did. I while you guys were running out, was trying to dig up some stuff myself and trying to understand a little bit of what's going on. And so here's what we know for sure. As she pulls down her sheet, and she walks on it. We are in Streeterville, right? So that maybe Streeter, George Streeter, there's some connection there, perchance, or maybe not. I don't know. But it all seemed to take back to when, at least for me, when I got grabbed 3 weeks ago on May 12th. And as you guys look at it, it was May 12th when you all were meeting for brunch.
What do you mean 3 weeks ago at May 12th?
3 weeks ago, I was going in on the Sunday morning shift, and I was making my way, and it was Mother's Day was around the corner, and so I was thinking about what to get my mom next week. Yeah, it was May 12th.
I can't check my digital watch because I put it away. But
Now-
May 12th was the day that we all got transported here too. So whatever is sucking us into the past is spitting us out at different times.
Wait, but
Also, I am no longer on vacation then. Yes.
wait a minute. What time on May 12th?
Like 11:30.
And
Lunchtime.
you all, what time before 11:30?
Yeah, it was 10:30. Yeah.
Okay, she starts writing it down, and she looks. Okay. I don't know what it means for how people are getting in and out of the bubble, but it seems that time in the bubble is longer or runs faster than it does out. Does that make sense?
So we're not aging at all right now.
I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. It's been 3 weeks.
Like when you travel
So-
to Mars and
Yeah.
you end up there at the same age, really? But everybody you know back on Earth has died. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't.
That's the theory of relativity.
Right.
I think this might be more magical. in
That's
nature.
Interstellar, I think, the movie.
So you're telling me that next week I'm going to have to change the lyrics to "Woke up tomorrow morning."
Is
that right?
Maybe. I don't really know. Like, it just feels weird to me that like it was 3 weeks before I was here. I was getting myself situated. I was by myself for 3 weeks, and the same. I don't know what it's going to be like for you guys who want to go back, but at least going in, I don't know.
Did you notice anything strange when you went in? Any smells, thoughts, sensations, any kind of phenomenon?
Yeah, I was stuck in an uncomfortable fog, and there were the sensation of a lot of bodies bumping into me.
Oh, for me, no. I mean, I was just thinking how much work sucks and how much of a cog I felt like in a machine that really was grinding me down from perspective about people making money in a way or building success where it didn't really matter. I the typical feelings living in a capitalist society. You get it. And next thing I know, I'm here.
I think Beryl's gonna try to read a bad situation.
Go for it. So 15. Nice. How? Let me look at this. How many holds do you have? You've rolled.
That was 0.
That was 0 hold. You just have a really good. Wow, that is incredible
have
rolls
3.
tonight. Incredible rolls.
Well, I had a +3 on cool.
Yeah.
And then I had 2 moves where combined that make it very hard for me to not read a bad situation well.
Very nice. Well, you got your 2d6 plus 3, and you nailed it. You got 12. What do you want to read in this situation? I believe you have 3 questions that you can ask me out of that, but we can explain it if you want to ask me something just a little bit bigger. We'll do it because it's an advanced one. 3 of those questions, or 2 sort of a little not of those questions, I'd say.
Okay. I would think Beryl would want to know what's happening or what's going on. So, and what's the best way out of this time? Bubble.
I think what's the best way out for Beryl seems to be tied with who's at the center of it. I think to understand what is going on around here and what's going on with Streeterville has to, in some way, maybe from the past missions she's been on or what she knows of magic and spells from what you've studied in the past, George Streeter is somewhat connected to this. Whether it's whether he's aware of it, whether he's not, or whether he's just hiding the fact that he is, he's definitely somewhere connected to it. And then what was the other thing you wanted to ask? Best way out? Or no, that was best way out.
No, how do I this is like kind of like an adjacent one. How do I bring everyone out together? Like including Sally, like everybody out together at the same time.
Yeah. I think in terms of what you know in the situation and analyzing, it's hard. It seems like whatever you're in this place how it relates to your natural time is hard to figure out. It seems to be somewhat of its own pocket or place, maybe not even pocket, but its own little restart venue that, for whatever reason, when folks are entering in, or at least when you have entered in, the rate at which time is occurring is different. So, like, that is, yeah, the experience of time is different perspective-wise, according to those two. Yeah.
Okay, Sally, I think it's time to catch you up to speed. We're part of the agency, which is an international organization that hunts monsters.
I know about the CIA. I know what you do, what you do to freedom fighters around the globe.
We don't have the CIA. We're not the CIA.
Sally,
have
you ever seen
doesn't
Blade?
have a hive mind
CIA.
of monsters named Jenny as a mail system. You know what? Whatever. We're the CIA.
Whatever your code words are, Dolly already tried to explain the. I know you guys.
We've talked about this a million times.
Yeah, and Dolly, you're a double agent for the agency. We know this.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, I'm not a double agent.
You were talking about your doubts and how your boss Beryl was like keeping stuff from
Alright,
you
hey,
about your like dead
Sally.
dad and family.
I'm going to circle around that later, but yes, we're a part of the CIA, and the CIA right now is working in time travel. So it's very important.
I knew the Gipper was up to something. In the 80s, Ronald Reagan was on LSD and didn't tell anyone. That is why his mind slipped away when it did. He went into a coma, and the real Ronald Reagan was never to be discovered again because he had... I know what you're gonna say. I know all about
as someone who has met Ronald Reagan, he didn't even make it through all the way the internship. Okay, he quit halfway through. So I don't think he would ever be part of the CIA agency. Whatever. Listen, we need your help to help the rest of us get back to our normal time. Mm-hmm. So, who did you speak to that you felt maybe knew a little bit more than normal in this particular time?
I don't know. I mean, the only person who knows a lot here is George. You know, he knows about the space and always just happens to be in the right place at the right time. And when she says that, Jeff, you recall that he happened to perfectly arrive right when the cops were beginning to harass those workers earlier.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he appeared right the exact time when the cops appeared. Mm-hmm. And began harassing all the workers.
Where is he now?
See, do you like that?
This thing is good. It's real good. It's not like that as a character. Where's he now? I mean, he's on his ship. He's sitting probably at the helm overlooking his United States of Lake Michigan.
Can you take us to him? This is a very secret CIA work, time travel stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's very important that you help us out right now. Right, Dolly? Right?
Hey.
That's right.
You guys, Beryl, you were able to get me good with Game Master Shaw, and Gliz and Jeff, it looks like Noel at the very least will follow up about some drapes and some other work. Yes, I can at least show you where and how to get to George Streeter's home. So, come on. You guys want to go right now? Do you have anything else you wanted to do?
Anybody? No, we're great. Let's go.
Terrific.
Dolly always wants to kick some ass, but I don't think it's appropriate.
As you make your way downtown, walking fast, looking at the faces as they walk past, as you are making your way to the central ship, you arrive and look and see its impressive sort of visage here, especially at this time of night. Like, during the day, it is big and it looks like a wreck, but here in the night where the only things that are illuminating the presence are the torches and the lamplights that the citizens of Streeter have constructed, it looks like a castle. And as you arrive at the side where what was clearly someone, perhaps George himself, cut a hole into to make a door, you watch Sally knock and pull it open and sort of walk inside. As you guys follow, you make your way in up the steps, and you are led into a center room at a dining table where George is sitting with what you imagine is his wife with her auburn hair and white blouse and similarly dressed petticoat. I believe that was the term that was used earlier. Around the table with shoe. I got an eye roll, so I don't know if it's right or wrong my phrase, but we can get to
Petticoat
it.
is what you wear beneath the dress. If she was wearing her petticoat, she'd be showing her underwear, which would be terrible. So
You know what? Actually, she is wearing her petticoat because she's at home having dinner with her husband and sees you guys come in and is
you would wear a house dress. You know what?
She's wearing a house dress then. All right, I'm sorry. I tried. Do something nice for once. Jeez Louise. You get in there and you see George sitting down with his wife and two of their kids, feeding them food. They're pretty young, and he looks around at you guys and says, "Oh, Jack and your friends, you're here. Wonderful. You came by for dinner early. If you had told us, honey, do you need? Do we have anything in the back? And is it?
Sorry to barge in like this.
Oh no!
Glad
no.
nobody was in that petticoat.
Oh no! Funny guy. I could tell back then. You know what? We'll find something in the back, honey. Why don't you see if you can grab something? And
Nothing fancy. We'll just take slop if you've got it.
Oh, stop! We'll see what we have. And his wife runs off into the back carrying the kids with them. And you guys take a seat at the table and says, "No, please sit. What can you do? Welcome. How has your time been in the lovely United States District of Michigan?"
Been good. Got a little bit of a gig. Maybe found my way into show business.
Oh, are you doing any of the vaudeville acts? Are you doing any?
Yes, I'm doing a vaudeville act with my friend Maven.
Oh,
over here.
Hello.
We perform as
nice to meet you, George Streeter.
We perform as Rockenfeller, and if you'd like, we can do a little show for you right now.
I'm okay, but
What do you say?
No, come on. No, I think I'm good.
Do you like the future? Because
we've got tales.
Tales
Ooh,
of the future.
well, how about this? Why don't you tell?
Ooh.
When's the next time you guys are going? I'll be there. I'll definitely do my best to try to be there.
Next week.
Next week?
Next week.
Where?
That's right.
Yeah, Friday. At, what bar was it?
Third City Bar.
Nope.
I think that's what it's called.
No, it was for folks also from the Chicagoland area. This
Dystopian tailgate.
Nope.
Opiate tailgate. Yes, opiate tailgate.
I took Coles and I called it Knowles. That was the joke for this one. Where we gotta honor it. I wrote it down. If I hadn't come up with one, dystopian tailgate would have been great. I promise you. But it is Knowles.
Yes. Anyways, we perform at Knowles next Friday.
Yes, Knowles. Yep.
In the evening time.
Here's a flyer. Here, take one.
Oh,
hold on. I have to
that's
cross out what I wrote originally on it. Here you go.
Oh, terrific. Okay. Well, I'd love to see you guys. It's great. Is this why you came by to tell me about your show?
No, Streeter. We came by so you can give us some information.
Whoa! What happened to your voice?
Don't worry about what happened to my voice, Streeter.
Give us information.
Give us information.
Don't worry, Streeter. He did this to us too. He started with one voice, and then he started this one when he had confidence.
Okay. Well, what do you
nibble on your little ears unless you tell us what we want to know?
Bite on your little lobes.
What do you want to know, guys? It's Streeterville. Yes, this is my home. I crashed my ship on here. Are you working for Fairbanks? What's going on?
What do you know about the future, Streeter?
I know that for me, as long as Streeterville lives, I will live on, and the future is bright.
Are you sure that's all you know? Beryl just rolled a miserable 5 to try to manipulate someone.
Yes, that's all I know.
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't know anything else? Tell me something. What do you know about 3 things? Sally, weather phenomenon that may or may not be related to the mist, and time itself. What do you know?
Well, Sally just kind of showed up here with her goods, and really has been ingraining herself in the community in a really awesome way. You know, she's done a lot for the kids, getting them their clothing set up. And then, sorry, I fell out of my accent. Need to fall back into it. Let's not forget the next thing you asked about weather phenomena. Well, look no further than George Streeter if you want to talk about weird weather phenomena. There I was on Lake Michigan in my naval boat when suddenly a storm ran on up us. It was surprising. No one expected it. And as we were thrashed left and right, here, up and down, hither and thither, we eventually landed on a sandbar on this unique place, this little hunk of Lake Michigan. And Chicago being so disrespectful of it, disgracing and disrespecting our love here, began dumping all its waste here into the lake itself. And, well, I took upon myself to make it right. And yeah. So that's what I know about the weather, is that sometimes a change in weather can lead to opportunity.
And time itself?
Is this like do you have 2 trains leaving from a station? Do you have is this like one of those questions?
No, this isn't a word problem. This
Okay.
is just how do you feel about time itself?
Time itself. There's never enough, right?
This is more philosophical. How do you feel about people who travel through time itself?
I don't know. As you see, he strokes his chin, and what? Time travel? How does one travel in time? Explain this to me. By going to sleep one day and then waking up the next?
It's a time machine.
It's not a word problem. It's a physical altercation of reality where you're transposed from
time machine. I think I have a book on that. Yes, it is. I thought I read something about the time machine. Follow me into my study. And he begins to walk and lead you further into his library. And as he gets into, please, grab a seat. Okay. Time machine. Yes. H.G. Wells, The Time Machine. No, who wrote The Time Machine? Let me look this up.
H.G. Wells.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Can
I don't know what year it was. Then.
Yeah.
Can Dolly make a move right now?
Yeah.
Dolly wants to investigate a mystery about the phrase fall asleep one day and wake up the next. Is that how we get out of this? I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. I'm waiting.
Rip Van Winkle mode.
Mixed success. There's something there about fall asleep and wake the next and time. I don't know if folks, you haven't had to spend the night here and you don't know what happens if you fall asleep and wake up the next day yet. But yeah. I think, Dolly, there's something about that phrase that that 2 people now have said just sort of like hits you. And he's looking, it's like, yeah, yes, H.G. Wells, his time machine, man's wife dies, so he goes back in time to prevent it, but unfortunately is unable to, so then he goes further in time, and further and further and further in time. Whoop. Do you need to borrow this? Do you guys want this copy?
No, I was just using that as an example of what time travel is.
Okay.
I do want to borrow it. Yes.
Sure, here you go. Tosses it to you.
It's a little below your reading level. I think next time travel is something harder, but okay.
What did you mean when you said so long as Streeterville is alive, so are you?
Oh, well, this is Streeterville, and as long as it's alive, my name shall live on.
So if someone were to destroy Streeterville, you two would be destroyed? Is that what you're saying?
If someone was to destroy Rome, would not the Romans be gone? Yeah, of course.
Well, they could be take refuge somewhere else that isn't Rome and still be Romans. So
Maybe, but it wouldn't be the same. Without the Colosseum, without the central point, it's not. Streeterville wouldn't be the same without my ship here. Without its relevance to everyone else. The lost, the confused of Chicago wouldn't know where a haven was.
So if someone burnt down your ship, perhaps, then they might return back to their own time.
Streeter's gonna
it's worth a shot.
narrow his eyes as you guys are saying this and says, Are you threatening my home?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely, yes, we are.
No. Are we?
Yeah.
Good job.
Streeterville? More like Yeeterville. We're going to throw this thing into the lake.
Do you know what yeet means yet?
As you say, do you know what yeet means yet? He says, Unfortunately, I do. And as he exhales, his breath turns really frost, and his skin, originally live and full of color, begins to go transparent, and says, Unfortunately, you can't hurt my home. And begins to fly at you guys. The next thing you know, you wake up in a cell, wet water up to your ankles, as Streeter stands on the other side of the doors with keys as he turns. You are clearly in a prison on the ship or some sort of ship, sitting in the lake. Look, nothing personal, but you want to destroy this pocket, this little piece of heaven that exists right now and will stop to exist. Yes, I know that this, the city of Chicago eventually gets me for manslaughter. I know that I die of pneumonia in a jail cell, and then I live where existence is taught between a semi-real state and a false one, as this apparition. But thankfully I made a friend who promised me that as long as I keep you here until the apocalypse, I get to enjoy this again. And I get to live this for as long as that is. So, yeah. I hope you guys have fun. Don't worry, the water tide does not affect things. But, yeah, keep yourself entertained. No one will check up on you ever. Bye. And George hops up and begins to leave.
He didn't even specify which apocalypse. Yet again, the paperwork is all different.
Wait.
My God.
Who wants to keep us here until the apocalypse?
Let me out of here!
I think it might be the Mothman?
It's got to be the Mothman. It's not Dorothy.
But he's a myth. And he's a myth because the agency told me he was a myth. And if the agency would never lie to me because the agency isn't capable of lying. So,
Sarah, do you still
ergo,
trust the agency?
Yeah, after everything they've done to you?
What have they done to me except given me
They
a job and great benefits?
Kicked you
Girl,
out
you're
of your
fired.
home.
And
I'm not fired. I am on
fired.
Wait, hold
I'm
on.
on vacation.
If Beryl's
I am on
fired,
vacation.
if Beryl is fired, that means she dies because that's what you said, right? You could only leave the agency if you die? Because if you stop working,
can't.
you die.
That's how I know because, but also it's very different. Every single person's contract is very different, and your concept of time is very different. You can dip in and out. You think of time as though it is like a river or running water. But once you start working for the agency, you can step out on the banks. You can go back in time. You can go forward. You can jump through the trees.
Errol,
Yes.
can I? Do you mind if I grab your wrist and feel for a pulse?
Sure. I don't know if I have one, to be quite honest.
You hear from the other side of the thing, got him!
What?
Who was
that?
that?
Who just got
What
me?
was
Who
that?
was that?
What's
Nobody
happening?
got me.
Well, wait, you guys get that reference? Wait,
Oh,
is that
Well, we get the reference,
is
but it
that
was used
Jeff
wrong.
Choi?
What the hell?
And you look as you push up against the crack and look through the crack. You see a face come up on you and said, "My friend, it's Mike from Country Field."
No.
And we're gonna come back next
Oh,
week with
boo.
Sir Friday Night's Monster of the Week. We're gonna go around and do our outros, and we're gonna go in reverse order. So we're gonna kick it off with Erica. Please tell them who you are, where they can find you on the internet, and yeah, that's it. Who you are, where you can find you on the internet. What you got? What else? What you got going on in your life?
Okay, my name is Erica. You can find me on the internet at Babica_says. I'm mostly on Instagram. I don't really bother with the other things. And then coming up, I've got some stand-up on the 25th of this very month.
Heck yeah.
That'll be on the Annoyance Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Annoyance Theatre.
For those of you who don't know, that is
Theater
been
spelled theater R-E.
theatre, like that. That is it is a real theater in Chicago that we have been using as our source for anytime we reference the pestilence. That is where we're going from. Moving right along, Usra, tell us about yourself, where they can find you on the internet, what you got going on.
hi. Yes, my name is Esra. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Kanye. That's KHANYE__West. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. My family dog just moved in with me, so I'm hanging out with her a lot.
You dropped that, like your brother moved in, and you got the
That's your
dog.
brother, Esra.
The
Yeah.
dog.
Oh, is that
Oh yeah,
your-
my brother and my dog is
You're
here.
very funny. That's very funny. That's
What? No,
Your
it's
brother's a
true.
dog.
Your
Your
brother's
brother's
No,
a
no,
dog.
no. My brother and our family dog
Oh,
Oh.
I thought you were. I thought that at first, and then I thought people were making fun of you for making fun of your brother, calling him a dog.
Oh no,
Like
that's
that was the
me.
reference.
That'd be really
No,
funny,
no,
though.
no,
Call your
no.
brother.
One of the
My brother's a
dogs.
dirty
Sam the
dog.
dog
Very
movie.
My brother's a dog.
It's the
No.
90s. Yeah.
No, my brother and
The family
my dog
Nice.
are up here with
Nice.
me, so I'm enjoying their company.
Good. Moving right along, we got Ben.
What's up, everybody? Old Benny C here. You can find me at Ben Cummings. That's BENCUMINGS. Only one M. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You can also check me out on Twitch Tuesday nights at 9 Central, 7 Pacific. At twitch.tv/Crocodile Nasties. We play video games and with Chicago comedians. It's quite fun. We played Stardew Valley again last night and continued our work on our farm, which is called The Sex Farm, because of the Spinal Tap song Sex Farm. Okay, that's about it for me. All right. Bye.
Moving right along, Harrison.
Hi again, I'm Harrison. I played Glizzy. You could find me on Twitter at Harrison_happen or on Instagram where I'm a bit more active at Harrison is happening. You can also add me on PSN or add me on Apex. Let's play some Apex. Let's get this new season. I'm glad that they nerfed the Spitfire a little bit. It was getting a little too cheesy there. The bow chick also got nerfed as well. It's good. That's good. There's good stuff for the game. Really happy. I'm a Lifeline main, so let's squad up. Monkey Mud.
Harrison, I want you to know, I thank you. Every week you plug your Apex, and every week
I
we
need something
go.
to
It gets
And
more
you
and
know
more
what?
complicated.
This past Thursday was Eve, and I was visiting my family, and I was talking with one of my cousins, and she was like, I was like, oh, I know she played video games. I was like, oh, what do you play? She's like, oh, mainly just the free games. I'm playing like Warzone, Apex, and I was like, wait, didn't Apex just launch a new season? Didn't they just do like this, and this? And she was really impressed. I knew. So thank you.
Well,
I thank you
you're
for letting
welcome.
me. No, I like
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Absolutely. No. Yeah. Add me, please.
Hell yeah. Moving right along. Going on to Shu. Tell us about yourself.
Hi everyone, it's been Shu. You can find me on Instagram and also Twitter at Hello There Shu. That's kind of it for everything. I stream on Wednesday with these fools. Mondays I used to have Kids on Bikes. We are hoping for a season 2, so keep your fingers crossed on that one. And God, that's all I got, man. I got nothing going on right now.
Heck yeah. Well, and lastly, you know, certainly least, it's me. Hey, I'm Masood. I'm your GM. I have been having a blast with these wonderful folks. We play Monster of the Week every Wednesday night here. If you are new to the stream, go to our YouTube and and you liked what you saw, go check out our VODs. You can go see what we've been up to, get a little more of the backstory, what's going on, and prep yourself for next week as we get ready to see what else is going on in this spooky version of Chicago. Yeah, thank you, Thorin. I have been dreading that, and I really appreciate you reminding me. But yeah, it's great. You can go catch it all on YouTube. Go get caught up. I'm also do stuff on Tuesday nights with my friends at Indoor Recess Crew. We do stuff on the the twitter.tv/D&D channel, where we play Generation F, a 5th edition homebrew that we built together. We have if you want to know a little bit more about that, you can also check those videos online, and also go to generationfantasy.com to see a website that we built together for that. That's got all of our info. It's pretty cool. Go look at it. And then on Sundays, hey, we just kicked it off. It was season 10 of Rivals of Waterdeep. And your boy's sitting at the helm of GM and having a good time doing it. I had my cast members, audibly gasp, look horrified, and I saw more than one do this. So that's how I know it was a good episode. If you want to see for yourself, you can go check out the podcast where it'll be uploaded later this week.
You will never see that on this stream.
Never will I get that respect here. And that's what I love.
I was like, I've never taken notes.
But yeah, we're Stir Friday Night. We're Chicago's oldest all-Asian comedy troupe. We've got a lot of rich history, and you can find out more about that on twitter.com/Stir Friday Night. But yeah, that's us. We love you guys. We'll be back next week. See you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.